If you got a little rhythm, move left to right. A new experience, baby, gon' hit your stride. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? And when the grooves get good, don't right to left. Shut up, y'all. We got grab the tread. Now who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? I'm walking. Then stretch and walk it out like you know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you. So I will. Here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking. And my eyes can get it right. They gon' be my guide. And I'll follow the trouble. When I don't understand, I will surrender to your plan for me. Clap your hands, everybody. I say the beat don't fail me now. Don't chase it.
Open up doors, took me down a path I ain't never been before. Looking at the road, I don't see a lot of space. Guess I gotta drop my load, cause you're picking up the pace. Don't leave me to die, be by my side. I get a little anxious, please be my guide. I got my feet shot, I've been prepping for the moment I will get the green light. So if you see me, I'm rolling like feet. Don't fail me now.
Like I am, by faith. Oh Lord, I'm walking. Anybody else going? Yeah, say I am. I'm walking. When my eyes can't get it right, will be my guide. Oh yeah, I'll follow. I'll follow. When I don't understand, I'll surrender to your plan for me. Grandmama now. Go ahead, get Papa.
Oh, he can't see, but I'll tell you this, you wouldn't know it.
No, of course, yeah.
He's incredible. I mean, when I got in the band, man, I remember he got into an argument with the drummer. By the way, Stevie, at those days, he's only a few years older than me, so he was young. He was built, ripped, buff. His push-ups and the whole thing. And the drummer got an attitude and said, man, I'm tired of Stevie. Put a blindfold on me. I'm going to fight Stevie. I'm thinking, this is not a good idea. This is just not a good idea. Hold on. And we put the blindfold on the drummer, and they're going to duke it out. And you should have seen the guy. The guy, man, is doing like this. He's trying to find Stevie. And every time he went, bam! I mean, straight punch. This went on for a couple of minutes, and we threw the towel. We were like, you got to stop. Stevie was
beat him down?
Oh, Stevie was beating him down. I don't think he got one punch on Stevie. bam. You know, yeah, because he could hear it.
Heightened.
And he was hitting the guy so fast. I mean, it was just like, this ain't no fight. Like Rocky, throw the towel, throw the towel.
At some point, I would have took off the blindfold and really just had
And how about this? If he took the blindfold off, he may still have gotten the same ass.
Still got the same ass whoop.
Yeah, he would have probably got it because Stevie was ripped.
This one.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How you doing? How this baby doing? I like big boy.
Thank you. Where's my son?
What's that? You went to buy something else.
This is for you, Mom. I love you. I never forgot you. You were the best mom in the world. I love you so much. Now I'm going to send up these balloons and this flower for you, Mom. Wherever you are, I hope you're happy.
Story time, y'all. I had to step in the sanctuary for this one. So I was listening to this thing about a toddler, extroverted toddlers and all that kind of stuff like that. And it got me to thinking about when my grandmother passed away years ago. And one of my youngest cousins, he was just a toddler at the time. And he walks up to my mother and he asked her, he says, so when are they going to put grandma, when they going to send her to hell? Yeah, he wanted to know when they were sending my grandma to hell. No. So now my mom is like, what are you talking about? Who done told you grandma was going to hell? What kind of... No. Yeah, so long story short, what he was talking about was when they take the casket and they put it into the ground, in his mind, grandma was going to hell. Kids got their own brains, boy, I swear. The mind of a child, my goodness, my God.
This is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice, I will rejoice and be glad in it, glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice, I will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day, oh, this is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. As I look back over all these years that I made it through, I can't imagine where I'd be now if it wasn't for you. When your favor rests upon me, I can never explain. But I'm so glad that I can say I will rejoice. Let the people of God say, let the people of God say, let the people of God say, la la la.
Yo, 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 good morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone's. Good morning to you. Good morning to yours. Hope everybody's doing all right on this blessed Thursday morning. I was going to say this blessed Wednesday morning, but it's not Wednesday, it's Thursday, and y'all are here. Y'all are locked in with Zeke Live in the morning. Great way to start your day. I say it every day because it's been true every day, and when it stops being true, I'll stop saying it. So till then, happy to see y'all. Glad y'all are locked in with us. It's Thursday, June the 24th. No, it's not June. It's Thursday, July the 24th. My God, I don't know what day it is. I don't know what month it is. I don't know anything. All I know is I'm just here so I don't get fined. No, it's Thursday, July the 24th. And man, we done made it through another week just about. We got one more day going on this week and big stuff happening today. Today is a very busy day today. Very busy day over here at the Community Healing Resource Center. Y'all see I got my Live Free gear on. I've been wearing this hat every day. This told you it's one of my favorite hats. Shout out to Anthony Lowe. That's what ABL stands for. Anthony B. Lowe. Yeah. Able. I like that. But anyway, you see I got my Live Free gear on, my name tag and my shirt and all of that stuff. My hat matches my shirt, had to swag it out just a little bit. Because today with Live Free Community Healing Resource Center, of course, we have a busy day. I've been talking about it for the last 2 weeks now, I guess. About the last week at least, the last 2 weeks, yeah, about these two great events that are coming up. Of course, Healing Voices is coming up tonight. Yeah, you don't want to miss that. That's coming up tonight. My goodness, 7 o'clock to 8:30, and it's going to be a good time. We're going to record some stuff tonight. We'll build. Tonight is the night about building, so we'll take some of those principles, such things as breathing, for instance. I know breathe is one of the things, but I mean, there's an actual concept of actually breathing, like actual breath, how to actually breathe when you sing, right? The kind of things that not only help you sustain notes, but they help you cope with stress and cope with other things. You ever had somebody tell you do a breathing exercise when you're stressed out or whatever? Yeah. Same principles you use in singing. That's why I think that this particular art form, singing and music, that's why I think it serves as a great tool, just a great tool for, for dealing with stress and drama and trauma and all those other things. So tonight, Healing Voices here at 114th and Vincennes in Chicago in the Morgan Park neighborhood. You don't want to miss it. Healing Voices, like I said, this is every second and fourth Thursday. It's every second and fourth Thursday, and so we're getting that really kicked off, especially as we head into, as we head throughout the rest of this year. So do me a favor, if you are not doing anything tonight at 7 o'clock, come on out for Healing Voices, because that's going to be a great time. And really, honestly, I got to tell y'all, I got to say it. Like last time we did it, it was such an amazing time. It was such a vibe. Like, I don't really know how to describe it. It wasn't a whole lot of us in there. It was only a few of us in there, but the vibe and the love, just being around music, just what that does and what that creates and what that opens and what that unleashes. I mean, it's healing. It is therapeutic. It is like all that somatic stuff is just wonderful, but music takes the top tier. So the ability to come in and sing is wonderful. And so I'm going to hook a microphone up. I got the microphone right over here. We're going to hook that up and we're going to record ourselves tonight. I got a song I'm going to teach. We're going to record it. It's a song that we kind of been doing. And so I want to record that and just get, just got to document the moment, audibly document the moment. And so it's going to be a good time. I really want to see y'all there tonight, 7 o'clock. And then this is going on today as well. I told y'all it's a busy day. We got this going on. Hold on, let me take this out the way. Yeah, we got support groups going on today for caretakers and strong friends. Anyone who is a caregiver, exactly, we call it the caretakers, and and strong friends, but anyone who's a caregiver, maybe we should change it from caretaker to caregiver, because it's really about the people who are giving the care. You ain't really taking the care. This is for those who need to take some care. This is, caregivers. If you are somebody who, takes care of elderly parents or a spouse or, like grandparents raising grandchildren, you or that strong friend, like I always say, like I've been saying, that strong friend, you're that person who everybody comes to with issues and problems and situations, and they find you. And it's okay. You've got a grace on your life for that. You're an amazing human. You've got grace on your life, and people want to talk to you. People want to see you. People want to hear your perspective. They want your advice. They want all of that. But the only problem that comes with that is they dump all that stuff on you. And after they've dumped all that stuff on you, then they go off feeling better. But now you carrying the weight of everything they left on you, on top of all of your own issues and problems. And so people who are caregivers, people who are strong friends, you understand what that is, and sometimes it's something that can't really be vocalized too much without making people feel like you coming at them or like you fussing or something like that. No. So that's what this group is for. It ain't about complaining. It ain't about, or unless you just need to vent and complain, I get it too. But it's a space where you're around other people who are in that same boat, and it's an opportunity and a chance for you to just come around. We're going to have some light lunch, some sandwiches and stuff, light lunch. You know what it is, since it is in the lunch hour. But that's today as well. But that's at 12 noon. 12 noon. Now, there's a QR code up there. At this point, don't worry about scanning the QR code. If you're coming, you're coming. If you're not, you're not. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, we got the food that we ordered. It is what it is. So, yes. So that is today at 12 noon, from 12 till 1 right here, same location, 114th and Vincennes in the Morgan Park neighborhood of Chicago. So if you're not doing anything today at 12 noon and you could benefit from a support group like that, then I want to invite you to come on and be my special guest. Come on and be my friend, be my special guest, because we can all use the support. Y'all see how my mustache is starting to curl back over my lip again and just getting in the way? Oh my God. All right. So anyways, that's all going on today. I'm really excited about this one though. This Healing Voices. I'm really excited about this one. I really want y'all to be there for that. Like, tell somebody, invite somebody, come on out. I really want y'all there. Like it's not that I'm not excited about the caretaker support group. I'm excited about that too. I told you I'm not just the hair club president. I'm also a member. Like, I need that support as well. I told y'all my wife is back in the hospital right now. So, there's just some things that you just get as a caregiver, caretaker, that you just understand, or being a strong friend, the one everybody leans on. It's just some stuff that you get, you understand. It's difficult to vocalize it, so you want to be around other people who do that. Yeah, I get that, but this is the therapy that I'm also looking for. I'm looking forward to this Healing Voices therapy. This is the one right here. So both of them are going to be amazing and great events, and I would hope that you can make it to one or both. So right here at 114th and Vincennes, it's going to be a good time tonight. All right, let's see here. What else we got going on? Oh yeah, we got to say this stuff. If you haven't done it already, then go ahead and subscribe. You see the name over there. Subscribe. Yeah. On YouTube, and make sure you turn the notifications on, because it'll let you know when we go live. That's how these people end up being the first comment of the day. I tell y'all what, I got here. As y'all can see, I'm at the office. I'm back at the office. I had to be here early today because I got a lot of things I got to get done. So I'm back at the office. But as y'all can see, I'm back at the office. But I came in. I set up the show before I left the house, and I came in and I turned the computer on. I do all that stuff, and along the on the comment side, I saw all these comments that were already loaded up. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and just turn comments on. Y'all know where you can find them. The comments are right down there. Right there in that little box right there. So when you respond or comment, you'll see it show up right there. But I came in and there was a bunch of comments already on. Like, people were trying to hurry up and get that first comment of the day. You know how they were able to do that? Because they got the notifications on. They're subscribed. They got the notifications on. So as soon as they turn on YouTube, It comes on, and then they can leave comments and say good morning and stuff before the show even gets started, which is amazing to me. So, make sure you're subscribed. And, on the Facebook side, y'all can definitely follow us as well over on Facebook. Make sure you like us, follow us. Please tag us, share us. Feel free to take these. Like, listen, take the clips and do stuff. Like, I ain't been taking clips like I need to. Let me get through this week, and we're going to be on the next phase as we get into, August now, on the next phase of Zeke Live in the Morning, which I'm excited about. But, y'all can take it. Y'all can chop stuff up and clip it and share it. I don't care. I really don't care. Like, just if something resonates with you, go ahead and do it. So, you got to subscribe. You got to like. You got to follow. And that way you can share it. You can tag. You can do all that kind of good stuff like that. If you love what we're doing over here with Zeke Live in the Morning, then, I'd love for you to be able to share it, tag it, and do all that kind of stuff like that. I love what we're doing with Zeke Live in the Morning. I tell y'all every day, it's a great way to start our day. And so I thank y'all. And I'm not even just saying a great way to start your day. I'm going to drop that Y off real quick and say it's a great way to start our day. It's a great way to start our day. And so, here we are. All right, let's see. What do I want to do? How do I want to actually do this? Do I want to go into... Okay. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to do my morning shout outs first. That's what I'm going to do. Because there's some comments that's already here. There's a few comments in here. I usually give time for people to get on and say hello and say good morning. We'll do a bit of that as we go through the show. But let's say good morning to all the people who are already here, all the people who have already made their way here to Zeke Live in the Morning. I appreciate y'all for being here. Y'all the early risers. Y'all the early birds who get the worm. So shout out to y'all. Let's see here. Let's get a dope track for that. Let's get a dope track. I mean, it's not that the one behind us right now isn't dope. It's just I think I can stand something that's a little more I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what I want. I'll tell you what, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a vibe track. It's in honor of Healing Voices. This is the track that we came up with last week. Me and Phil made the music to it, and Rhonda started it off with a question, and we just vibed from there. So in honor of Healing Voices today, here's a track. Here's a track right here in honor of Healing Voices. Yes. Let's see. Jesse says that the early ones got to be work. Yeah, the early ones got to be at work. That's really what it boils down to. Yeah, I got to be. I had. Y'all see me. I had to be at work. So here we are. So hopefully the internet holds up and everything be all right. I'm not even on I'm not even on the office internet. I'm not even on it. The office Wi-Fi. I came in and literally tried to get on, and it's already started with issues. So we on my phone Wi-Fi. If something goes wrong, then blame Verizon. All right, y'all. All right, let's see here. First comment of the day, the very first comment of the day. I told y'all, if you subscribe, I'm telling you, if you subscribe on the YouTube side, if you subscribe, turn the notifications on, then you'll end up being capable of getting the first comment. Because at this point, the people who are the first comment have left their comment long before the show started. I'm talking like as soon as we put the show blurb up. And the first comment today is DJ Red, Marcus Johnson. Y'all shout him out. Shout out to Marcus Johnson. Says, good morning, blessed people. It's another triumphant Thursday. God is turning things around for your good. I like that. Thank you, Marcus. Yes, turning things around for your good, my good, our good. Y'all better receive that blessing. God is turning things around. So what does he say? Tune in now, Zeke Live in the Morning. Like, share, subscribe. Do it now. You got this. Lock in. Yeah, I like that. It's triumphant Thursday. I like that. God turning things around. Turn it around for me. I like that. Yeah. So thank you, Marcus, for that. Y'all better receive that blessing this morning. Here's our girl right here, Miss Asia Jamal. Somebody who I'm going to hit up. I told you if you're going into this new phase of Zeke Live in the Morning. So yeah, we're gonna have a conversation. Said I'm just grateful that you're even willing to help us, little old me, little old this little old thing we doing. I appreciate it. Asia Jamal, y'all know y'all I say it every day. Y'all can catch her at the Pure Live podcast over on YouTube, and you can follow Pure on Facebook or Pure Live on YouTube. And I always tell people YouTube is the better experience. That's my personal opinion. You can form your own opinion, but you got multiple options where you can do just that. But whatever you do, check out Pure Live with Miss Asia Jamal. So shout out to her. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And then, speaking of good morning, everybody's, here's another good morning, everybody. It's from Eric's mama. Y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show. Y'all know that's just me. That's how I feel about it. And so y'all show love right there to Mrs. Johnny Rideout, JP Rideout. That's Eric's mama. Eric's not with us today. Y'all know he's traveling this week, so he's not with us today. But that's his mama right there. So we still show love because the host of this show, the mamas of the show, that's the official mamas of the show. That's what I got a lot of mamas. Y'all know how I feel about it. Y'all know how I feel about y'all. A lot of mamas, but then we got the ones that actually raised us and fed us and whipped our butts when we were out of line. And so shout out to Miss Johnny Rideout. There she is right there. Y'all show her a lot of love. And speaking of mamas of the show, look who else it is. Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen. There she is with the good morning, everyone. Y'all love some love right there. Give her some love. Excuse me, that's Rhonda's mama. That's Rhonda on the Rocks' mama. See, the mamas of the show. Y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show, so y'all go show some love to Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen this morning as she is here, and she's just the sweetest. And so y'all make sure to give her hugs and all that stuff. And speaking of Rhonda on the Rocks, look who else is here. It is Rhonda on the Rocks. I think she said she was coming on today, and she didn't, and I just made that up. But but at some point, if she's coming on, then she'll be on here a little bit later on. If not, then I just made that up, and she'll be here tomorrow, so on Friday. But I don't think I made that up. I don't know. My brain, so many things on my mind. So maybe we'll see Rhonda today. If not, she'll be in the comments like always. So there she is right there, Miss Rhonda on the Rocks. And speaking of Rhonda on the Rocks, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but she got her new season of the Rhonda on the Rocks podcast. That new season is started already. Like, she did the filming of one of the episodes, I want to say day before yesterday. What's today? Thursday? Yeah, the day before yesterday, Tuesday night. She did a live filming with Miss Erica. So they had a great conversation. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I'll give you a little plug. It was a conversation about being the fat friend or being the fat kid growing up, or it was a conversation centered around that. And it was an interesting conversation. Like I said yesterday, there were some things that, just helped me to open my eyes to maybe comments and things that maybe I've said, not in a bad heart, maybe because of, all kinds of reasons. Just being an artist. Shoot, you want to, that's a conversation we need to have. Like, that's a whole nother conversation. But anyways, I was about to go into a thing about being in the music industry and entertainment world and all of that. And because they will tell you about yourself in that world. Whatever flaws you got, whether that be being heavy set, whether that being too skinny, whether that be your face ain't right, whatever, they will tell you every flaw. So that's a whole nother conversation. But not to veer off what I was saying about Rhonda on the Rocks podcast, where season 3 has started. There is a live episode that you can go check out on that site right there. You see it right there, that site right. I can get my finger to work right. The backwards thing just like throws me way off. How do I gotta do it? This way, I give up. The backward screen throws me off. I can't even point at the thing. Y'all see where it's at the bottom left hand screen. Rhonda on the Rocks podcast. And then look who it is. It's our girl. It's our girl Brony Cat. Shout out to her. You at Brony Cat 1. There she is saying good morning. Ooh, transparent Thursday. You know what's crazy? I actually think that today I'm going to be a little bit more transparent. I'm always transparent. I'm always pretty vulnerable on here. I know sometimes maybe not to my best interest, but I just am. I don't know. It's just the way I kind of, it's kind of the way I do. So I just am transparent and vulnerable. But I think today I'll get a little bit of that, because I think today I'm going to, in honor of the healing voices and all that stuff, I'm going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to talk a little bit about my own project, my own music, my own stuff I'm working on. I made a pact to get that done this year. It's a personal goal. It's a communal goal. And so we'll talk a little bit about that. And, I talk So y'all know something about where I've been. I talk about that all the time. You know, why I stepped away for a while. Talk about that kind of stuff all the time. But let's talk about the actual music. And so I'll be a little bit transparent today. So it's Transparent Thursday, like Brony Cat said. There you have it. She says, have a wonderful day and please be safe out in the heat. Yes to that right there. Have y'all seen, oh my goodness, like how hot it is? Yesterday it was 100 degrees in Chicago. It was like 99 on my dash. Like 99 over here by where I'm at in Morgan Park. 99. And I don't know what y'all's kids is doing, but kids in your circle or your corner, I'm trying to understand for the life of me how these kids are wearing full sweatsuits. Not even just sweatsuits, like black sweatsuits, like with the hood up and with like socks on with the sandal, like, you know, maybe some Crocs, maybe, you know, but someone wearing a fresh pair of Jordans, and I don't know. I don't like Jordans because they hurt my feet. They just heavy, and they made for basketball, you know. So they're kind of heavy. They're just cumbersome for me, you know. But and they're kind of hot on my feet. That's just me, my personal opinion with Jordans. But imagine wearing that in the summertime, like on a 100-degree day, with a full sweatsuit that's black, so it's just absorbing heat, and you got the hood up, and you outside just moving around like normal. I don't understand how that is happening. I just don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't understand how these kids are doing it. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Some kind of way that, like, y'all pray for these kids that they don't get heat stroke or something. Like, they just built different, I guess. I don't know. But y'all be safe out here in the heat. It's going to be another hot one today. I think some storms are even supposed to move through. So we're hoping that it looked like it passed over Chicago. So it looked like the weather people just got the weather wrong all week again. So whatever. Look at here, y'all. So yeah, take that lesson from Brony Cat. Definitely be careful in the heat. And look, it's Jessie Idiaku. There she is right there. Shout out to Miss Jessie. We love you. If I can get this thing to play today, because I'm in the office, I might not be able to play the song. I do have it. It's just that where I have it, I might not. It's the internet thing, and I gotta send it and just. But by the end of the show, I think we'll have that song playing. Y'all know that they've got a song that's moved up to number 7 on the Christian hip hop charts this week. It was 15 last week. It's 7 this week. We're gonna play it. I haven't even listened to it yet. I just clicked it and did the whole. So, all right, y'all. So we're gonna get that going. I want y'all to hear that since we're doing the whole music thing today. Matter of fact, let me. I wonder if I can do it from my iPad. We'll figure that out on the first music break. I really don't like to maneuver too much when I'm in here, because I'm always using my phone for the Wi-Fi. So I'd like to, like, it's like if I don't have it like set, I'd be like, yeah. I got. That's why I went that the flyer. I was like, I can't play that flyer. I can't show that flyer because it just might knock the internet off again. Remember last week when I got knocked off like 2 days in a row, like crazy, right? Oh, check this out. Rhonda says, good morning. I'm the first on the Facebook side. And then she realized, never mind. No, I'm not. Because Jessie was. There you have it. Yeah, Rhonda. You was right there. You was right there, Rhonda. You was right there. See, I told y'all, for everybody, these folks be trying to hurry up and get the first comment. They be trying to hurry up. That's why you gotta subscribe. That's why you gotta turn on the notifications, because by the time we go live, if you want the first comment, the YouTube side is where it's gonna be at, because it pre-lets you know that we here. Let's see what the church announcement is from Brony Cat today. She says, welcome to the Zeke Live in the Morning with Zeke, Eric, Rich, and Rhonda. Y'all already know what to do, so let's get it. Y'all know what I did. I got water, and this is not my water. I done grabbed the wrong bottle. Okay, y'all, hold on, wait. Pause the music real quick. Just pause it. Don't stop the track. Just pause it. So I was about to grab my water because y'all know every time Brony Cat say grab your morning beverage. You know, when she says you already know what to do. That's the part about grab your morning beverage, lock in. And this morning I don't have any coffee or anything. I have to get that a little bit later, I guess. I was running a little bit late getting out the house in order to be on time. But I thought I had a water bottle sitting next to me. So I was about to grab my water and say, watch this. When y'all see what I was about to tell y'all was my water. I was about to say, this morning my beverage is water, and this is what I got. I done left my water bottle sitting up there and then grabbed this. And my water bottle is over here while I grab this instead. So this is not what I'm drinking. I am not drinking dry erase board cleaner. I am some kind of way. I done grabbed that thinking it was my water bottle, my bottle of water. So I'm drinking water this morning, just not right now. So that's my summer beverage. My morning beverage today, Brony Cat. But not this. Get that out of here. Yeah, let's see here. Who we got next? Yeah, Jesse said the early work, the people, they all got to get out here, you know, working. That's why they up early. Yeah, I get it. And then look, it's my girl, Miss Jamaica Lachey. Man, I was supposed to link up with Jamaica. I owe you an apology. By the time I got out of here yesterday, it was like there's so many moving parts was happening yesterday and today. So I just dropped that ball. But I still love my little sis Jamaica. And she says, great morning all now. I was gonna put this in the title. So Jamaica done said it for me. So if y'all hear me say Thirsty Thursday, then we just have to blame Jamaica for it. I was gonna title instead of Thursday Vibes, I was gonna call today's episode Thirsty Thursday. And then I was like, I know somebody gonna think I'm talking about drinking. Like, cause you know, that's like a thing, you know, Thirsty Thursday, like, you know, early weekend, pregame the weekend, you know, Thirsty Thursday, right? Thirsty Thursday deals, all that stuff. So I was gonna call it that, and I was like, somebody gonna get upset. So Jamaica, thank you for putting that. So I can still call it Thirsty Thursday, and I can just say Jamaica. Jamaica Lachey gave us that title. There you go. So great morning to all. Thirsty Thursday. Go after that thing you've been thirsting for with no regrets. See, she understood the assignment. Clap that girl. She understood the assignment. I'm gonna stop saying clap that. I don't know. I gotta find something else. What was the other thing we was doing? Clap? No. Not clap that. I figured it out on my own, y'all. Don't y'all gotta correct me. I got it. It's clock that, like Zeke locked that, and that's why we do that. See, that helped me remember. Yeah, lock that, girl. Lock that. Yeah. Like, go after the thing you've been thirsting for. No regrets. What are you chasing after? Like Jamaica Lachey. Music career, chasing after it. What would I call the career of The View From Here, the show that you're working on? I guess I would just call it creator, director, voiceover, actress, teacher, storyteller. I don't know. Like, all of that stuff that's all wrapped up in that. She's a living witness of what it is to go and chase after your stuff. So shout out to Miss Jamaica Lachey. She's going after what she's thirsting after in her animation. Yes, her animation. There it is right there. I just saw a name of somebody who crossed my mind yesterday. And so now I'm going to, oh, look, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so I saw it now. I'm about to get down to that name. But it's crazy. Brody Cat said the same thing. I just saw this. I was going to type Thirsty Thursday, but changed it. You on point today. See, Jamaica, I told you we... Not clap. Lock that. Yeah, clock that. Yeah. So, yes. So, yeah, there you have it. Jamaica, me, and Brony Cat were both going to say Thirsty Thursday. And instead, we went with something else. So, yeah. We went with other things. And you went ahead out there and put it. So, thank you for that, Jamaica Lachey. Yeah, great mind. I guess we all got these great minds today. That's crazy. Brody Cat was going to say the same thing. Yeah. One false move and the stream falls apart. Y'all remember last week? I'm telling y'all, last week that was wild. That's why I'm essentially in this office instead of the other room. So, you know, the other room with the lights behind me and all that stuff. Because when I was up there, that was just that was, oh boy, talk about terror. I could not figure out what happened, how to get it back going. Phone didn't want to work. The Wi-Fi didn't work. like everything was bad, everything was not working. It was just crazy. So I just like, I've been traumatized now, and I don't even like to touch stuff. I just be like, all right, this is what we got. Like, it's there. All right, just use that. Like, just don't. I told my phone to do not disturb. Like, please don't nobody text me. Don't send me nothing. Please don't try to call my line. Please, like, I don't want to throw the stuff off. Like, please, just let it be for like 2.5 hours, and it would be. Yeah, it's crazy. Here's the name right here that crossed my mind yesterday. I need to reach out to you and buy Anchor. Shout out to my boy, my dog, my homie, my friend, Smith Baptiste, my brother from another mother. There he is right there. And I randomly thought about you last night. It was last night. That the pause. I was sitting there working on something. I was like, what's Smith doing? Like, where's Smith and Bianca at? Well, I ain't seen them in forever. Like, you know, especially the other side of it was, I was thinking about the Healing Voices event that we're doing tonight. And I was like, I ain't seen Smith and Bianca around in a while. Like, you know, this might be good for them, but I know y'all be busy. Y'all busy. But you crossed my mind with it, and it was late, and I didn't call anything like that. I wanted to text your line at like, 11:30 at night. But there you have it right there. So yes. So yeah, we all locked in today. We are all locked in today on this Thirsty Thursday thing. So I guess we'll just call it Thirsty Thursday. I know the title says Thursday Vibes, but I guess we'll just go ahead and call it Thirsty Thursday. There you go. It's out there. Me and Brony Cat was both gonna say it. Apparently, neither one of us did. Jamaica Lachey came in and said it, so I guess third time's a charm, so I guess that's what we got to call it. We got to call it Thirsty Thursday. Yeah, Smith, it was random. It really was random. It was kind of random. It wasn't totally random. It was more so because I was working on something for Healing Voices, and which is going on tonight, and I was like, I ain't let Smith and Bianca know. It was like one of them kind of things. Like, I ain't talked to Smith and Bianca in a while. Like, it was like one of them. So it was random, but not really super, super random. But it was too late to do anything about it also. So, But then I turned on this morning, and here you are. Hey, that's the third time that's happened to me in the last 2 days, where I thought of somebody, and they called me before I got to them. That's crazy. The last 2 days, that's crazy. Yesterday, there's a lady, her organization we work with. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, Thirsty Thursday will be. Thank you, Brody Cat. Yep, we in agreement. We are locked in. Clap it, and all that other stuff. I mean, lock it or clock it or what? Who even came up with that? Clocking the T. I'm just confused. I'm just all confused. I can't get it right. I'm trying to be hip. I'm 41 years old now. I'm not as hip as I used to be. So there you have it. Yeah. So I forgot what I was even saying. That whole clocking thing just messed me up. All right, y'all. Let's do this. Let's take a music break. I feel like jamming. Y'all know I love this jam. And I like, I like playing this one particular song, this one particular jam. I like playing it because it feels good. There's no other reason other than it feels good. It's not heavy. It's not weighty. It feels just good. So I'm gonna play a couple of songs here that just feel good, and then later on we'll get that Jesse song loaded up. If I can, I'm trying to see if I can do it. Like if I can do something through iPad and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, then we'll have it definitely for tomorrow when I'm at more stable internet and back at the house. And then after that, I can maneuver around a little bit more. Y'all always see me like sending stuff from my phone and doing all that. Y'all will not see me doing that in here. Y'all will not see me sending stuff from my phone and stuff from in here. But I really do want y'all to hear. I really want y'all to, we got greatness amongst us. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and play some songs. If you're here and you haven't said good morning, please go ahead and say good morning. And just in case my dad is watching this morning, just in case my parents is watching, let me say hello to them. Bishop John Dyson. My dad a lot of times is watching in the morning, even though he may not say anything in the comments. Or, he'll just turn it on and be watching. So I got to say, what's up, Daddy? Good morning. I hope y'all all right out there at 6 in the morning in Nevada. So, my parents be getting up early and they be watching. They be telling me the stuff I talked about and all of that. So, yeah, there you have it. So, I'll tell you what, we're going to play these two songs.
because they just, like I said, they just feel good. And I just feel like, some music that feels good. So there you have it. We'll be right back. I just say I love this song right here. Let's jam out, and then hopefully y'all jam it at home. If you haven't said good morning, say good morning. We're gonna come back, and I'm gonna open up the floodgates on my project. All right, tell y'all a little bit about the stuff that I'm working on, what's going on with it, and just all of that. We'll talk about that. But right now, let's go ahead and watch this.
Lily has no worry, and the sparrow has no care. Why should I worry when my Father owns the cattle on the hill? Why should I worry when my Father owns the silver and the gold? So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. Casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I come right, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower me your blessings. Shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. So I will be anxious for nothing. Supplicate for everything. Why should I worry about my problems when I can pray them off? Why should I worry about my troubles when I can pray my troubles off? So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, bountiful blessings, bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower me your blessing, shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, bountiful blessings, come in my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. I come right, shower your blessings, ah. Papa, shower me your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, bountiful blessings, come in my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, yeah.
Let's keep it moving with Miss Jamaica Lachey. I don't want it. I just ain't heard this in a while. I just want to hear this one. I see your request in there, Rhonda. We have to do that a little bit later on. Yeah. My girl, Jamaica Lachey. I just love this song.
Stand up, never lay down. Used to see us in the back, we in the front now. They tried, we did. Stepping up, no chill, I'm about to go in. Steady dancing in the clouds. Got Abba walking mounds, talking handshake smiles for the big win. Almost on the reach in, trying to put their bid in, hoping they can slide just a piece in. But this ain't for the weak, for the hearts wanna sleep. Put a guard on your piece, gotta stand in your sleep. Take a breath and be meek, gotta take it from me. No one can do you like you do it. Be fluent in you, that's a movement. Stay focused on you, it's not selfish, it's true. It is only to you that you prove it. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah. I don't want it, I don't want it, yeah. People used to talk how me could falling off, now they looking for my corner. Red Bull on the backtrack, I ain't cutting no slack, it's a new order. Set my team real strong now. Kingdom coming like the song now. Guaranteed on this walk, you won't believe, but his word is the creed, and my faith equals free. No one can do you like you do it. Be fluent in you, that's a movement. Stay focused on you, it's not selfish, it's true. It is only to you that you prove it. It is only through him that you prove it. It is only through him that you prove. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah. I don't want it, I don't want it, yeah. Entangled entrapments, the pressures of being down. Transcendent traps and dead bodies have turned to clouds. Depression's a trophy for Gen Z, and socials will kill you with envy, fabricating the line through the enemy. My state, it is altered and change has occurred. Intention is heavy on serving this wide. My being has meaning, no love lost, I mean it. I'm good, believe me, that's you, I don't think. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah. I don't want it, I don't want it, yeah. If I can't feel no love, I don't want it, yeah. If you can't feel these voids, I don't want it, yeah. If it don't bring me joy, I don't want it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Miss Jamaica Lachey. I know y'all feel that.
Yep.
Woo! I love that song by Miss Jamaica Lachey. I love that one. I love that song by Kese Brimpong. I love that song. I love both of those. I love that. I love it. And we're trying to figure out. So I saw your comment in there, Rondo on the Rocks. I saw it. Well, pretty sure I have that on this hard drive. I'm pretty sure it's on this hard drive. And if it is, I will play that. I don't know if I have the video on this hard drive though. The one that I have here at the office. I don't know. I have to see. I have to make sure. If I do, I will play that. Absolutely. Yeah, y'all. So awesome stuff. But that's first off, it's hilarious that you said pasta mac and cheese. That's when I first read the comment, because the way it comes across here, I didn't see the and cheese part. It was just like well, Rhonda, you understand this because the way the comments show up on the side of the screen. All I saw was, "Can you play Not Ashamed by Pastor Mac?" And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Like, who is Pastor Mac? And then when I scrolled up and saw it said mac and cheese, I'm like, oh, mac and cheese. She talking about Jeremy Sanders. Like, crazy work. Yeah. I haven't played that song by Jamaica Lachey in a while though. Not Ashamed. I've not played that one in a while. That's I'm not ashamed. I'm sorry. I don't want it. Not Ashamed is Jeremy Sanders. And what is that name? Lord have mercy. I'm just called that. You got mac and cheese stuck in my head. Pastor Jeremy Sanders and the mac and cheese troop. That's what we're gonna call them, the mac and cheese ensemble. Yeah, Sounds of Kingdom. That's their name. Jeremy Sanders and Sounds of Kingdom. But yeah, that Jamaica Lachey song, I haven't played that one in a while. And y'all know that the lyrics in that are just they don't they just feel healing? Like she sang that a couple weeks ago live right here on the 14th of Vincennes when we did Healing Voices. It's been about a month now, actually. About 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. And she did that song live, and it was a good time. It was a vibe. That was when Sova Gospel Choir was here, and I asked her and Ari Simone to come through and help me out to kind of just, do some stuff or whatever. And she did that song live, and it's a song that we love over here at Zeke Live in the Morning, because I think that lyrically, I think you hit a wave on that lyricism there. If it don't bring me joy, if it don't fill these voids, if it don't, if it's not bringing me the things that are beneficial to my life, you can go off on that, on a tangent on that as a sermon all day, every day. Like the things that ain't bringing you the pieces of your life that you feel like where your life is supposed to go and what your life is supposed to be. If it ain't feeding into that, then it's time to say, look, I let that go. Let it go. Let that ish go, man. Because all you're gonna do, like, you gotta feed into something. And this is what I'm realizing. The older I get, I'm realizing that you have to feed into. It's not like you will always, let me put it this way, not you have to, but you will always be feeding into something in your life, right? We'll always be feeding into something in our lives, whether it be feeding into the good aspects of life, feeding into the negative aspects of life, but you're always feeding something. Our mind is always feeding something. What do I mean when I say that? I mean, like, let's say, there's a situation that's going on. Okay, I'll tell you like this. Today is going to be a very long day. As you see, I got my stuff on. I got my gear on. I'm ready for the day. We got support group going on today at noon. We got Healing Voices going on at 7. I got to get all that stuff set up for both of those events. We got to get that stuff set up. So there's that time set up, and there's clean up and breakdown. There's a whole recording process. So I got to do all of that pieces. I'm here early because we're at the office because I still got other work to do. Got the kids that are in here doing the cooking classes. Matter of fact, during the music break, I was getting them inside and getting them all right. See, already moving. Like, so from the very top of the day all the way through the end of the day, you got to fight traffic, got to do all that. Now, everything that I'm saying, I could break it down like a complaint. I can feed into all of the hard work and the hard toil and the time schedule that it takes. I can feed into all of that. I really could. I could feed into all of that, and before you know it, I've convinced myself that the day is, that the day is going to be long, and it's going to be bad, and it's going to be like that because that's what I fed into. Or I can feed into it from a positive angle, which looks more like, I've always wanted to be able to gather people together and do music. I get to do that tonight at 7:00. I've always wanted to see people be able to just pour out and heal. I get to do that at noon. I wanted the kids to be able to come in and have a safe space to do their cooking classes and stuff. I got the privilege to be here early and make sure they were in the house and safe. I had a chance to do, like, you see what I'm saying? You can see it as, are these the things that you prayed for and that you wanted? My dad used to say, don't let your blessing become your curse. The thing that you prayed for, now all of a sudden, it has become a curse to you. Like, you prayed for that job, but now all you can think about is how much you got to work and how bad it is when you get to work and all that, But if you didn't have the job, you'd be crying and praying that you had one. So it's like, feeding into the positive side of things, into the positive angle of things. Now, I'm not saying be naive. I ain't gonna be naive. Now, it's a long day. I needed to get some rest last night. I didn't get as much rest as I should have gotten, but it's a long day. So I can make some adjustments. I can make some arrangements. I can do some things like that help me in the day. I can make those kinds of decisions and choices. But at the end of the day, what am I going to do? Am I going to feed into this thing as, hey, it's a long day and it's going to be a struggle, it's going to be a stress, it's going to be, I can do that. Or I can say, hey man, look at all these amazing things I get to do. Look at all these amazing things I'm privileged to do. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And you know, I would hope that you would feed into positivity, feed into the optimism, feed into that silver lining, because you can only focus on one thing at a time. Psychologists have proven that. Multitasking is not a situation of, to my understanding, I'm not a psychologist, but to my understanding, what I've read and studied and seen is that that they say that the psychologists say that, you know, when you multitasking, it's not that you're thinking about multiple things at once. It's that your brain is just shifting really quickly across multiple things, but you're only thinking about one thing at a time. So if you're thinking about it from a negative standpoint, then you cannot be thinking about it at the same time from a positive standpoint. If you're thinking about it from a positive standpoint, then the inverse is true. You cannot think about the negative side of things. So the more you feed into the positive side, that's why in the Bible says, think on things that are lovely, think on things that are pure, think of things that are good report. I mean, think of things that, like, just be a little bit more optimistic, you know, a little bit more optimistic. And that's why I love that song by Jamaica Lachey. If it don't bring me joy, if it don't bring me love, if it's going to feed into the negativity, if it's going to feed into the pessimism, if it's going to feed into the stuff that just doesn't benefit me well, then I don't want it. I'm going to let it go. What's that movie? Elsa, the Elsa movie. Yeah, let it go, let it go. Yeah, let it go. I don't want it. So I don't know what things bring you joy. I don't know what things bring you peace. I don't know what things make you feel good about yourself and about the world around you. But if you've never thought about what those things are, I would challenge you. Think about what that stuff is. Think on whatever that stuff is. And then be like, what was that? Happy Gilmore, which, by the way, they got part 2 coming out on Netflix. I'm so excited. But remember, he had to go to his happy place. Remember, he went to his happy place, like, and it calmed him down. It, you know, go. Like, if you've never thought about what your happy place is, for lack of a better word, if you've not thought about why this thing brings you joy, if you've not thought in a while why this thing has the capability to bring you peace, then think on that stuff for a minute, so that you can reshape the way you view even your own life and even your own circumstances, your own situations. For instance, like I said, the job situation. Maybe you up early right now because you got to be at work super early. I get it. You know, I get it. This time, I wish I could have slept in a little longer. I get it. Yes, that's not naive, right? I get it. We all wish we could have slept in a little bit longer. I get it. Maybe you wish you could have, you know, maybe the news came on and you were trying to see that story, but you had to get out the house. I don't know. I get it, though. I get it. Like, you know, so there are so many things that you wish it could have been another way. However, on the flip side of that, don't you remember the time when you were laying in the house, unable to pay your bills, stressed out about how you was going to feed your kids, stressed out about how you was going to take care of you know what I'm saying, in the wintertime, and it was cold in Chicago, cold in Detroit, cold in every city that you can name. You was cold, and you couldn't figure out how you was going to pay that heat bill. You couldn't figure it out. You know, like, and you were scared that they was going to cut it off. You didn't have a job. You didn't have a way of making money. And now you got one. So there's another way you can look at that. You can look at it now and say, wow, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, that I get to get up early enough. I have somewhere to go. I get to get up early and have a job that goes to. But granted, the job ain't bouncing checks. Now, if your job is bouncing checks, it ain't bringing you love and joy no more. You need to, I don't want it. No, I don't want it yet. Like, you know, like, but until we start to look at things, I think, from a positive lens, then life will always be painted negatively. You know, it's tough when you have conversations with people, and sometimes we just get into these ruts. I know I was there for a while, where you have a conversation with somebody, and the only thing they got is complaint after complaint after complaint, I would do this, but you know, I had to take care of this, and then I was gonna do that, but then this came up, and then I had to worry about this, and then my kid said this to me, and I had to make sure they was okay, and then my husband came through, and he was such and such, and then my wife wanted to make this happen, and so I had to go make sure she was straight, and then I had to get over here, and then I had to do this, and I can't get this, and I'm at the job, and they trying to put more on me than I signed up for. I signed up to do, I don't know, I signed up to be I signed up to be a booty scratcher. Y'all remember kids used to say that to people? Side note, y'all remember that? It was like one of the worst insults you can give as a child was, "You African booty scratcher," low key racist, low key nasty. And super energy of why was I in second grade calling people African booty scratchers? But I don't know, maybe that's your job, maybe that's what you signed up for. They said you was gonna be an African booty scratcher, and you got in there and you ain't just scratching booties no more. You gotta scratch booties and you gotta wash the booty too. And you're like, okay, that's fine. Okay, this is a nasty example. Let me get off this example. This is a stupid example. I don't even like it no more. Oh my God, I can't even believe I just... Okay, let's try another example. Maybe your job is to write papers. Okay, there we go. There's something that's a little safer. I'm sorry, mamas. I'm talking about scratching and washing booties. I know some of us need to wash our booties. Some of y'all need to wash your booty. But that's a subject for another day. But, you know, maybe your job hired you to write papers. And so now you come in and you thought you was going to be in there as a writer. You was going to write papers. And before you know it, now they want you to get into publishing. And they want you to get into doing podcasting. And now they want you to get into filming videos. So you're like, I don't even do none of this stuff. All I do is write papers. That's what I came for. See, that stress. And so next thing you know, you start complaining. It starts turning into, oh man, the job want me to do this. They want me to do that. Plus I got to worry about this. I get it. We've been there. All of us, I think, have been there. But on some level, what happens when you start to change that over and say, hey, you know what? I'm glad I got a job. And you know what? I'm also glad I'm picking up on these new skill sets. And because that way, if I need to leave this job because it's no longer bringing me joy and peace and all that, thank God for the transferable skills that I've picked up. Thank you for the options that I just got. Thank you, Lord, that I still have options, because there's a lot of people out here who don't even have that. Stressed out, struggling, trying to figure out what they're going to do. And I got options to take care of myself and my family. That's a big deal, man. And so, you know, what are you feeding? What are you feeding? If it's not bringing you love, joy, I'm with Jamaica Lachey. I don't want it. There's my soapbox spiel. I didn't do my soapbox spiel today. There you have it, right there. Soapbox spiel. I was about to say, look, y'all know, y'all all in my head. I was about to say high key nasty. I was gonna say low key racist, high key nasty. That's what I was going to say, but I just kept it with the low key. So there we are. There we are right there. Yeah. How many of y'all, I know I ain't the only person. I know Kankakee ain't the only place in the world where in grammar school we were saying stuff like, you African booty scratcher. Like, y'all remember saying that? I know y'all got to remember saying that. Y'all got to remember that. That's one of them things. Yeah. Look at this right here. Do that work as if unto the Lord. I like that. I do like to sleep also as if unto the, yeah, that's also true, because remember my Sabbath and keep it holy. So there you if you need a scriptural reference, then one day a week you deserve the right to sleep and rest and relax and do nothing else. So yeah. So you sleep as unto the Lord as well. There you have it. Yeah. I just saw this comment come in. Shout out to Chris Hood. There he is right there. True Hood in the house. There's like other True Hoods apparently. We found this out looking for something. There's another True Hood like in Australia. So I think this is the True Hood from Chicago. No, I'm just playing. It definitely is. I'm just messing. I'm just joking. But yes. We y'all didn't, Morning Cat, y'all didn't say that in y'all age group. Y'all didn't say that. Y'all didn't call people African booty scratchers. That was like the ultimate comeback. Like if somebody said something about you when you was in second grade and somebody said something, if you hit them with the shut up you African booty scratcher, everybody, oh, and you heard it like 1,000 times, but you know, kids are creative and not creative at the same time. Super creative and not creative all at the same time. So yeah. So you know, there you have it right there. All the African booty scratches, you know, y'all be easy. I'm an African. I scratch my own booty. That's why I say I think it was low key racist. I think they were just calling us the N-word when I was saying it. And then we took it and was like, yeah, no, you're an African booty scratcher. It's like, no, Negro, you're the African who scratches his booty. Like, so I guess I am the African booty scratcher in the sense that, you know, I got to scratch my own butt. So there you have it right there. But for some of y'all, you wash your butt, you won't have to scratch it as much. And that is the word of the Lord. Be it according to your faith, be it unto you. Take showers and you won't have to worry about being an African booty scratcher. There you have it right there. Or a European booty scratcher, Asian booty scratcher, Australian booty scratchers, anything for that matter. So there you have it. So there you have it. Shout out to the African booty scratchers out here in the world. All right, y'all. I want to do this. I'm gonna take another music break. I want to try to load something up. Did I type? Oh, Rhonda's here. Yeah, that's right. I'm like, how I get these comments up here? I'm tripping. Let's do this. Let's take a music break. I'm gonna come back. Before I take the music break, I'm gonna bring Rhonda up to the stage. Miss Rhonda on the rocks. Hold on, let me see here. I'm gonna bring her up to a dope track. I'm gonna bring you up to this track in honor of today's Healing Voices event. Y'all welcome Miss Rhonda on the rocks.
Good morning. I'm so sorry. I hope those comments.
I'm gonna read it. I'm like, wait, that's my name. Like,
I thought it was gonna be me, and then when it sent, I'm like, oh no. I was back here like, how do I delete it? How do I fix it?
It's out there. It's in the cloud. It's above us now. It's above us now.
I don't know why.
And it went to everywhere. That's
I know. I'm like, oh jeez.
I was like, oh snap. I got excited. That's what happened because I saw the Twitch comment. I was like, oh, it's a Twitch and it's not a robot. As y'all know, we stream live to Twitch, but I don't know the first thing about Twitch, and I have really no desire to learn anything about it just yet. But I mean, at least they are developing content, so you know, at least live content is being developed every day. But so I saw this come in. I thought it was like another robot. I just typically ignore them, and I'm like, oh, they said I'm losing it. Oh, somebody's watching us on Twitch, and I was like, oh wait, that's Zeke Locke. Well, where does comment come from? Like, I thought I got hacked from it, and I'm like, where did that even come? Then I realized it was something. I was like, oh, Rhonda's here. Like,
I'm so sorry. I was trying to be funny, and it didn't work out. So there's that. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thirsty Thursday.
Got my hopes up for nothing.
Thursday. Thoughtful Thursday. All of the Thursdays. And we because we are here. I am so sleepy. And I feel like I didn't get sleepy until like I logged on. And then suddenly I was like, why do I feel sleepy? And then I have to be sleepy because so I tried to make a protein coffee this morning. I put everything in there, my little sugar-free sweeteners, all of that, everything but the protein. So it's just it's just coffee now. So I got when I realized that I didn't put it in there, I was like halfway away from my house to my mom. And I was like, you're so dumb. Like, girl, where is the protein? So
you out here just drinking coffee with no substance.
And it's decaf coffee, so it's not even gonna help me.
Oh wow! So you just having a drink, basically. Yeah. Thirsty Thursday. You just thirsty Thursday out here. Just
that's it.
Having a coffee drink with no caffeine, no benefits of the protein, no benefits of the caffeine. No.
Nope.
Just hot black drink.
That's it. So here we are. But it's Thankful Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, Thoughtful Thursday, and we're here. So
yeah. Shout out, y'all! We made it to Thursday. That's I'm excited. I'm excited about a few things. Number one, I'm excited about. I don't know if I'm excited. Let me just get a different word. I don't know if I'm excited. It's very interesting to me that we're this far into the year 2025. So I don't want to say I'm excited that we're this far in the year 2025. I'm really curious to this situation. Like, where did the time go? Like, I'm just, it's like one of them. I'm not upset about it. I'm not like trepidatious about it. I'm just, where did the time actually go? So like, my mind just goes there. Like, it really feels like yesterday, like, or just very, very recently that we were coming into 25. Like, it really feels like that was super recent. And it's like, bro, this is, you in the second half of the year. Like, you going into August. You're going into the 8th month of a 12-month year. Like
yeah.
Today, 2/3 in.
Yeah, today is July 24th, and it is exactly 30 days since I had surgery. I'm like, that's them 30 days went by so fast.
That feel like those last week you had surgery.
I swear it feels like it was last week. I promise you, it feels like it was just the other day, and it's been an entire. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, like time is really moving. And so if nothing else, that should signal to us that we gotta get busy. Like whatever we say we're gonna do, we don't have time to. My mom said my volume is low. Let me turn it on. We don't have time to play around. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is that we're supposed to be doing or going to do, you gotta go ahead and get it done or get started on it. I'm not rushing us to finish, but get started on whatever we say that we're going to do. We all, like you said one time, we set these goals at the beginning of the year, midnight on December 31st or January 1st. We're like, okay, I'm gonna do this year, and I'm gonna do this, and here's resolutions is what we call it. By Valentine's Day, we like, thank you. We switch it up. Oh God, I gotta sneeze again.
Shabbat time, glory.
Hallelujah, right?
Bless you.
Thank you. By Valentine's Day, we've decided, or we've cast those resolutions to the side. We we just kind of get comfortable or like slip back into our old ways. And so it's so important for us to, at this stage, today is July 24th. Before you know it, it will be December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. Like, before you know, they're already starting to put out like back to school stuff, which gives me anxiety every year. But
I'm sure.
Right after that, like Halloween stuff, they start putting that Halloween decor and stuff in the store. So it's like time is moving, so we have to be prepared to move with it and to do the things that we set out to do. And if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, then maybe this is a good time for you to fast, to hear from God. Maybe this is a good time for you to come to Healing Voices tonight.
Hey, come on.
If you find interest there, because maybe your ministry is music, So yes, get involved. If there's some, volunteering events, I'm sure Zeke has a gamut of, resources. If you're looking to volunteer somewhere, ask him. Like there are things that we could be doing. No one should be sitting stagnant right now. We don't have time. We just don't have time to sit stagnant right now. What are you supposed to be doing? So it's Thoughtful Thursday for me.
Yeah, I like that.
Thursday, because I'm just drinking a beverage with no protein. But it's Thoughtful Thursday for me. Like definitely thinking about, okay, what's my next move? Of course, there's Rondo on the Rocks. We know that. But like, what else? Like, what's my next move? Where else am I supposed to be? What else am I supposed to be doing? Outside of like my full-time job and all of that. And even with that, I'm like, what else am I supposed to be doing? Because what else am I supposed to be doing? That's just who I am. So it's very Thoughtful Thursday for me. I don't know for the rest of the Lock Stars. Is it Thirsty Thursday for you? Is it Thankful Thursday for you? Is it Thoughtful Thursday for you? What's your Thursday looking like, Lock Stars?
Yeah.
No.
And that's real. That's real. And that's the thing right there, I think. You got to just at least think about it. That's what I said earlier. If like you haven't thought about what things you're working on, what things you're building. I mean, sometimes just taking that thought and just thinking about the things that you are already doing. Like I was saying, if you're the African booty scratcher, you know what I mean? Like if that's your job and that's what you want to do in life, fine, wonderful. But then they start adding on a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay, wait a minute now. I want to be an African booty scratcher. Now y'all want me to be an African booty washer. Okay, cool. I can add that to the profile. That's fine. That's kind of still in line. It expands me. But now you want me to be a hair braider? Like now you want me to braid hairs with like that? They do the same. Like that. It's not the. And now you want me. Now I'm doing makeup. And I'm taking all. Like you want me to do everything, all these things, and it's not my. So maybe that part of the thinking is okay. Wait a minute. There's some things that I wanted to do. And just by circumstance of life or whatever, like all these other things done got added to it, which take me away from doing the actual thing I want to do. So maybe the thoughtfulness is, what things do I need to drop off? What things do I need to say no to now? What things do I need to start saying, wait, let's get this back in alignment to where we're supposed to be. Like all I ever wanted to do was scratch booties. That's all I wanted to do. Let me stop saying that's just a weird example. I don't even know why that randomly crossed my head. I don't know why that crossed my mind, and I don't know why we ever called people that when we was like in second grade. It's wild. But that was like the thing to say for like a good 10-year period of life. Like that was like the thing, like for a decade. Like, but I mean, y'all get the concept and the theory of what I'm saying here. Where it's like sometimes that thoughtfulness, like today, you have to just maybe sometimes think, okay, do I have things that are now incorporated in this thing or these things that I want to do that are actually detracting and taking me away from what I want to do? Not even just distracting, but I mean like literally detracting. They're literally taking me off track of what I actually want to do. And it's those, like what I say, the little foxes that spoil the vine. It's the little itty bitty things that it's the. Yeah, like you're an administrator, safety, the safety head of, and so I'm not about to tell. If you want somebody to say all the wrong things, just let me. You're the safety administrator of beating people up, like.
Yeah, all of that is what I am.
But like, so that's your job. But then you go to work and and I'm just throwing you as an example, just making stuff up. But say you go to work and then now they want you to teach a class, and it's like, okay, fine, I'll do it today because we team. So I got you. God, can you do it one more time? You did a good job, Rhonda. Yeah, that's my former background. I used to be a teacher. Okay, cool. I don't mind doing it. But now you 2 months in and you putting lesson plans together and doing all that. And also you still got your job that you gotta do. So you gotta get safety coordination for the whole network and you gotta put lesson plans together for that. And it's like, hold on, the lesson plan thing is a fill-in that we now y'all done made this the thing that I do. Oh, wait a minute. Let's get back on track.
For sure. And then trying to work through the guilt of saying, actually, I was just helping y'all out and I can't help y'all anymore. You see what I'm saying? There's a level of like if I stop now, then what's going to happen? When it's really not my problem to worry about what's going to happen. But you and I have had this conversation before. Your heart for people, and it's like, okay, I know I only said I was gonna do it for 2 days, but if I do it for 2 weeks, then I can set them up for success, and they can be ready to go, and whoever they bring in after me will be ready. So let me just do bop, 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 and by day 6, you're like, I am ready to be an African booty scratcher because I'd rather do that than this.
Yeah.
So we have to learn those, like establishing those boundaries, and that's always been hard for me. Setting boundaries has always been hard for me. It just be a whole free for all. Like people just be like, yeah, just call Rhonda, she'll do it. Okay, like, and then like having that you feel responsibility to things that are not your responsibility.
Right.
And you just want to help people genuinely. It comes from a good place, but it's doing you. And then when you look and see what you're trying to do for you, it's and
now you worn out. Yeah.
Even about podcasts and stuff, like, okay, I'm on Zeke's show. I'm helping this friend do this. I'm helping this friend. Where's Rhonda on the Rocks? Season 3. Nigga, you ain't recorded an episode yet. You see what I'm saying? So I have to get myself together. Like, don't forget, you got your own stuff going. And that's not like a shot or a dig to you at all. I'm just saying.
No. I'm not taking it as one. Yeah.
I've, become a part of, which I love, right? I love it all.
Yeah.
I love every single thing that I'm doing. But it's almost like a crutch because it's easier to do this than it is to plan and execute Rondo on the Rocks. Here, I hit this button and I'm like, what are we talking about today? Okay. Think about it. There's no like pre-work. Occasionally, like I'll send you some stuff, but that's just on my own merit, right? Like that's not required of me. But when it comes to on the Rocks, it's all on me. Like all of it. And so it's easier to just be like, oh, I'll just do this. And then I'll look up and it'll be 2 years later and people be like, didn't you used to have a podcast? So that's where I'm at. Trying to
that's me.
Boundaries. Yeah. That's why today for me. It's thoughtful. I'm thinking. Thinking.
That's why we come back. I'm gonna do some of my music. I'm gonna just share like some of the thoughts behind it. It's my idea of thinking behind for the exact reason of what you just said. It's literally the exact thing of what you just said. Why you look up and it's like a couple years later and you're like, nigga, don't you got a record contract? Don't you got music you actually can play? Like you can actually perform. You're actually good at this. What you doing? Well, I was doing this instead, and I was doing that, and I was worried about this, and I was worried about that, and da. So that's why I say I'm not the hair club president. I ain't sitting here talking at the Lock Stars. I'm talking at the screen, looking at myself, saying everything I'm saying, looking at myself, and hopefully if it resonates with somebody, they'll be like, yeah, that's me too, and I'm like, oh, cool, that's you too, but I'm talking to me, like, where you been? What you been up to? Why you haven't got that done? Well, sometimes it is because we just end up with so many other things, and that's why I say you gotta like realize what things feed into who you actually are, who has God actually made you to be, what skills and other things do you actually have that God has anointed for, if I can use church vernacular since I'm at the church. What things has God actually anointed you to do that you've just been, I don't want to say unable to do, you know what I mean? Because it's not that it's not able, it's just that under the circumstance of doing too many other things, it doesn't yield time now for you to do the stuff that you're supposed to do. And so now everybody else is running around here great because they got all the fullness of your anointing, all the fullness of your grace, all the fullness of who you are. They got all the fullness of that. You put on your Sunday best, went to their event, you got on a microphone or you supported, you donated and gave big dollars because they did the $100 line or something like that. And then you get home and you can't. Yeah, now you get home and you too tired to put on because your good outfit that you wore to that event you should have had on for your own thing, but now you can't put that on because I already wore it. Now I gotta go find something. I ain't got time to do that, So or I donated that big amount to y'all, but meanwhile now I gotta save up to pay for the stuff that I'm supposed to be working on, or I put so much time and effort into your thing that now I'm too exhausted and tired to put it. And so it's a matter of just reshaping it. So it's not that we're incapable of stuff. It's sometimes just a matter of under the circumstances that we've allowed ourselves to get involved in by not setting boundaries or not, then stuff just don't get done. And that mental anguish, of course, it's there. And, when you get mentally exhausted, you're physically tired when you're mentally tired. Like there's no way around that, Yeah.
And I think too, like, that's why the Bible calls us to like acknowledge God in everything that we do, right? Like consult. It doesn't mean just be like, oh, good morning, God. Like I acknowledged you. Consult with him. And even for the smallest things that we think like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm going to see Ari and Jamaica. Like that's not a big deal. But God, do you actually want me to do that? Or do you actually want me to sit in front of this laptop and send these emails out to these podcast guests? Like, what is it that you actually want me to do right now? And I know it may sound like, I don't know, weird, but he calls us to acknowledge him like, hey, God, what do you want me to do today? Set me up for success for today. What is it that you want me to do? And that way we don't miss the things that we're supposed to do. Right. And that's we're never going to be able to go and support a friend and do all of those things. Yeah, we're supposed to do those things as well, but it may not be right now. It may not be today because you may need to do something for you. God may want you to get in that $100 line. He may have said get in the $10 line. You got in the $100 line anyway. And now when you open your cabinet, it ain't nothing in there but some crickets jumping out.
Or how about this one? Maybe he didn't even want you to be there in the first place. So now you got caught up in any line, and you should have been paying no money out because you needed that money, that time, that energy, that outfit. You needed the whole thing, and now you caught up in a $100 line, and you weren't even supposed to be there. Because if you would have consulted with the Lord, he'd have told you stay your tail home, get in front of that laptop, and put this show together.
Exactly. But every day we try. Every day we're getting better. And I think the fact that we can acknowledge and say, there's some things that I have to do different. I struggle with setting boundaries. So because I know I struggle with setting boundaries, I have to be very intentional about setting boundaries, period. I have to be intentional about that. And it's a everyday thing that you just work at. Just like you get up and go to your job every day, getting up and saying, I'm going to be the best version of myself. I'm going to consult the Lord in the things that I do. I'm going to establish appropriate boundaries. That's a full-time job. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's easier to just not do it. It's easier to just be like, oh, well, I'll just lean to my own understanding today, and then it becomes a mess after that. So it's just, we just take it one day at a time, Yeah. That's all I can say. It's exhausting to even think about, but if we just focus on today and let tomorrow worry about itself, we'll be so much better. And that, if nothing else, that's what surgery has taught me. Surgery has taught me worry about today. How much protein did you eat today? How much liquid did you have today? Because if I even attempt to think about tomorrow, I'll be so overwhelmed that it'll just if I'm going to cook something today, I go to the grocery store today. I can't it's too hard for me to think about a meal for the weekend. It's just too difficult. So I just think about today. I just worry about today. Okay, I got this. I'll make this. I'll drink this. I'll do this today. And hopefully by the end of the day, I'll be done. And then when tomorrow comes, I start all over again.
That's a good segue for this song right here. I'm gonna play this song. It's my jam. One of the ones that ministered to me. It was a minister to me. But before I play that song, before I play that one, let me just acknowledge a couple of comments in here. Just go down the thing. Marcus said he talking to me. So he said, well, I'm talking to you. So get it together. Do it now. He said he talking. I don't know if he's talking to y'all. He's talking to me. But he's one of the ones that be like, Zeke, where your project at? Where your project at, Zeke? We want your project. We want your music. Well, yeah. So there's that. And then I got to acknowledge my mama is here, y'all. My mommy. There's my mommy. There she is right there. And then let's see. Hood says sometimes we have to set back to reset to come back. And then there's the emoji there that won't show up. I don't know. Does it show up on your screen?
No,
it don't show up on me. So there's an emoji, something to yourself. I don't know what to get back to yourself. There's like an emoji sign there. I don't know if it shows up on you guys' screens or whatever. But I get what he's saying. Yeah, sometimes you have to, you have to step back for a minute so that you can get yourself back reset. And that's important. Absolutely. And then Brony Cat said, God ain't never told her to get in the money line. But I did see this one right here, that struggling setting goals, basically just getting up and go. And that's the reason we can't set goals for the week, because I'm more concerned about what's going on today. See, it's like finding that right vibe. But that's what I think the thoughtful idea, the thoughtful Thursday. If you worry about, if you sort through it, then you end up finding your vibe. For some people, it is better to worry about what's going on this whole year. Like for some people, they better thing is going to be, depending on what you got going on, how your brain works, your thing might be, no, I need to plot out. This is the whole month. This is what's happening. We got schedules. We got da-da-da. I can't just worry about today. For other people, you might be in a thing like Rhonda said, I'm not worried about what I'm eating tomorrow or the next day. Because for me, where I'm at with this surgery I just had, if I worry about that, I'm overwhelmed. So just today is fine. This is all I need right now. And it's like a matter of, it's not that one thing is right, one thing is wrong. It's a matter of what's right for you and what's wrong for you. And so as long as people are putting all these different options out there and ways to view it, it's like you find what option works for you, and then you stick with that, and hopefully it makes things. But if you never think about it, though, think about it,
you never become self-aware of it, then you'll keep moving how you're moving, and life will do what life does. You know, it will definitely it'll definitely throw you off and have you looking up 2 years later trying to figure out, wasn't I doing this 2 years ago? Right. You know, so there, so there you go. I think I'm getting bots again. See, this is what I thought. When I saw the Twitch sign come here, I was like, oh, somebody's watching us on Twitch. But I don't know. Are you a bot or are you a real person? I'm going to call it a bot. Yeah, because nobody says WSP. Dude can't chat for long. Yeah. Like, what's up, dude? Can't chat for long. Busy right now, but still watching. I just drop a follow, a nice stream. Well, if it's a real person, then thank you. If it's not a real person, because we ain't never, there, then then in case I didn't say hi, there you have it right there. So yeah. But let's do this. I like this song, and as speaking of what Rhonda said, we're gonna come back and I'm gonna talk about myself a little bit, y'all. I'm gonna talk about my music. Yeah. In honor of healing voices going on. But I really like this song, and the one that you were talking about, just worried about today and not letting tomorrow overwhelm you. One of the songs that ministered to me was this song by this man named Andre Henry, and his song was, "If I could just make it to tomorrow, like I just get me through today. If I make it to tomorrow, I can do the same thing tomorrow, and I keep doing that until I can worry about bigger things." And so, so maybe this will help somebody. It'll help me. I love it, so I'm gonna play it anyways. So here it is right here, Andre Henry with "Make It to Tomorrow." I really like this song. You made me think about it, Rhonda. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel suicidal, but I know I don't wanna die. It's just another trial, so I'm hanging on to life by the grab bars, hoping that the next time's far from the triggers that set me off. Every other night, piling up the bottles, or I'm trying to make a pipe burn away the sorrow. I even hit the psilocybin. Dog, I've been waiting for tomorrow. Gotta make it to tomorrow. I gotta make it to tomorrow. Listen now, I'm about to go outside, get a little bit of sunlight into my skin. About to take a jog for the endorphins, it's a sure thing. I know this depression won't take me out. About to make a call to my closest friend, get a laugh and hug myself in the mirror for a minute. I'm trying, cause I wanna make it to tomorrow. I gotta make it to tomorrow. To say I'm not okay, I'm not ashamed at all. Cause one thing about me, I'm overcome it. I'm not afraid to say I'm not okay, I've been here before. One thing about me, I always overcome. And I know I'm gonna fly when I make it to tomorrow. When I make it to tomorrow, gonna make it to tomorrow. Oh, I gotta make it to tomorrow. Oh, I gotta make it to tomorrow. Oh, I gotta make it to tomorrow. Oh, one day at a time, I'ma make it to tomorrow.
Leroy, I know you're not sitting down on this one, bro.
It's for you, Rhonda.
Call y'all out in this church.
This one is for you right here. Pastor Mac and Cheese.
If you're not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, make some noise in this room.
Yeah, shout out to Pastor Mac and Cheese. Yeah, we're gonna. There he is, right there, Pastor Mac and Cheese, y'all. Let's jam out, everybody. Here you go.
Hey, brothers, let's talk to them. In the time when evil staring in your face,
Persecution running rampant makes you wanna lose your faith. Yo. But please don't be discouraged. Just remember he's the way. Yo, let's encourage him a little bit, y'all. Let your light shine. Let your light shine. Yeah. Hey. Yo. Gave his son for soul. Yo. It's in him who. Yo. Now here we go. Everybody sing it with us. Even from the mountain, even in the valley. So I'm not ashamed. Can't get in a secret. Fellas, come on, let's toss it one more time. I get so excited at the mention of his name. There's power in the name of Jesus. No way that I can hide it. It's written all over my face. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. After all the wrong I've done, I did a lot of wrong, y'all, but he still loves me though. Yeah. Don't expect me to keep quiet. I'm about to lose control. Woo. Yo, so let your light shine. I see you, Quince. What's up, bro? It's a house party. Gave his son soul. Yeah. It's in him who. Y'all gonna move with us? Here we go. 1, 2, screaming from the mountains. Screaming from the mountains. Even in the valley. So I'm not ashamed. Can't keep it a secret. God Almighty. Yes, sir. So I'm not ashamed. One more time, say. Say, screaming from the mountain. Even in the valley. So I'm not ashamed. Can't keep it a secret. God Almighty. Yo, here we go. All right, here's your part right here, y'all. Listen, I got him. I got him. Hey, say I got him. Why? Here we go. Let me hear you say. That's your part right there. Say. Let me see you, Ernest. Hey. Here we go. Everybody just. Hey, everybody just. Hey, everybody just. Hey, here we go. Say. Tell somebody to. Tell somebody to. Tell somebody to. Spread it up. I got to. Hey, I got to. Hey, and you got it. And you got it. This joy I have. The world didn't give it. But the world can't take it. Hey, I got it. Hey, I got it. Hey, say I got it. Yeah, I got it. Hey, say I got it. Here we go, over here, let me hear you scream it all, say. Come on, Petty, let me hear you say. Yeah, let me go right here and say. Jump, 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 jump up, jump up, big get down, everybody jump, 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 jump up, jump up.
Hey, hey. Yeah. Shout out to our friend, we call him Pastor Mac and Cheese. Pastor Mac and Cheese. Yeah. Shout out to Pastor Mac and Cheese. That I was really trying to figure out who is Pastor Mac. I thought it was like Pastor Mike. And I thought you just like, sometimes you type, you talk it in and it gets it wrong. So thought you said Mac. Maybe it was a little country. I was like, oh, he got a song called Not Ashamed. I don't got that one loaded, but. And then I'm like, no, I think she meant Pastor Mac. Who is Pastor Mac? Like, then I see the mac and cheese, and I'm like, oh, she's definitely talking about Jeremy Sanders. Like, she's definitely talking about Jeremy Sanders. Shout out to Merv Hammond. Says good morning. He's dropping in to say God bless everyone. Y'all better receive those blessings. We got so much to do, and God's got time to do it in. And God's time to do it in.
Yeah.
And God's time to do it. Make sure I was reading that right. There we go. Yeah. And God's time to do it in. Yeah. Shout out to Merv. And Jamaica said that was a good request. Rhonda, that song right there. Yeah. Not Ashamed by Pastor Mac and Cheese.
Mac had a good one with that.
Yeah. How you gonna make a song like that and don't eat mac and cheese? That's just crazy. Like, like a song like that just says macaroni and cheese was what you had for dinner last night. Like,
100%.
yeah, I don't understand it.
Cook on the stove.
Yeah, not the kind you cook on the stove at all. Definitely not that. Yeah, so
the shells and cheese. No sir.
yeah. I don't know how he got that song out of stovetop macaroni and cheese, but the Lord must have been on it. I guess that's. And then my mama says we are ministering to her soul today. My mama say something like that. She don't say stuff like that lightly. So
I believe it.
I mean, we must be doing. I knocked my whole microphone over. Yeah. So there you have it. Yeah. So y'all think y'all show my mama some love too. Y'all know how I feel about my mama. Y'all know how I feel. That's right. Clap it. Yeah. God. Okay, it's not clapping it. It's clocking it, locking it. I'm starting to get more self-aware of when I say clap it though.
Yeah.
That's the first improvement step. See, y'all, there is improvement that is on the horizon. I can realize that I be getting the information wrong. Like this.
Little at a time.
Yeah. You know, it comes as it goes. Hey, I don't know what I just did on my iPad. So some kind of way apparently you can have like dual screen on the iPad. I need my iPad because it's got my lyrics on here. So remember when I said, speaking of not knowing words, lyrics,
your own.
my own words and lyrics, I do not know them. When I say I do not know, if I don't have it on written down or something like that. But now some kind of way I did something to my iPad. So anybody who knows how to make a dual split screen go away from my iPad, y'all can tell me that in the comments and I'll figure it out from there. Oh, look, I did it. Okay, we're good. Nobody panic. Everybody calm down. Nobody panic. All right, so we've been getting in this conversation today about, how you look up and stuff is just like either not done or you want to get it done and just like you can't, you tire yourself out, you wear yourself out, just whatever. I mean, it's just so many ways that conversation can go, right? Like people got their own reasons for why maybe they didn't lean into something. Maybe their appetite was bigger than their eyes were bigger than their stomach was, that we talk about when you have too much food, like, you put 10 pounds of food on your plate and you can only eat like a pound. So now you got to figure out how to, so yeah, sometimes we do that, right? We bite off more than we can chew. It's just is what it is. It's part of life. Sometimes we do that. I don't think I necessarily bit off more than I can chew with my own stuff. I think I bit off more than I could chew by adding a lot of stuff, which is why I get so passionate about that conversation, which is why I say, I'm talking to myself when I'm actually saying that. I'm being very self-aware about it. But this project that I'm working. Hold on, wait, I just saw this. I gotta, before I go further. Shamika said, honestly, it would sound weird if I said clock it now. She's all for the clap it. See? Jamaica understands my cultural iconic influence. She understands.
Whatever. Say whatever you want. It's your show. I don't even care. I don't even care.
It will be. And you got to use 3 fingers instead of 1 like this. You got to go like this. Like crab motions. Do the crab, everybody.
I've only been doing this for the last 3 months and still you don't have it. So. Anyway,
see this. It must be the Lord trying to say something.
Maybe, and here I am getting in the way of the Lord's word. So I apologize, Lord. If He wants to clap His teeth, whatever. Pause.
The Lord is trying to create a cultural revolution, and y'all want to hold on to old traditions of clocking, and the Lord wants you to clap. The Bible don't say clock your hands and praise Him. You have to clap your hands and I don't know. Preachers can turn stuff into anything. But it's
getting back to the old time way.
Right. I was like, now you becoming an old lady. Sometimes you got to get to the old time way. We need the old time. Like, you just said the most old people statement. That is, when you cross over into auntie-hood, then you start saying stuff like that.
I'm an auntie for sure. I'm 100% an auntie mode for sure.
Yeah. We're learning. I'm learning to accept it. I'm learning to accept unk mode.
Yeah.
I'm learning to accept it. But y'all see me coming here with dyed hair and all kind of stuff. Well, I wouldn't say that's me trying to fight unk mode. That's just me being weird with my hair, like I always am. So
yeah, that's being you.
Yeah, that's just me being me. So I guess I just have to, you know, just accept that I'm the age I am now. So at any rate, so I have been working on this project, been working on this stuff, doing the stuff I need to do, you know, and so a lot of the project is actually done. Most of the project, the vast majority of it is done. In fact, done enough that y'all be hearing some of the tracks playing in the background and don't even realize it. Like, so Rhonda last week at Healing Voices, or 2 weeks ago now at Healing Voices, when I was playing like some of the tracks, he was like, "Oh, that's an actual song," and "Oh, there's like the lyrics to that." Oh, whoa, okay, I do know that song. So like, I'll play a few of the tracks that y'all hear all the time. Y'all hear some of these tracks all the time, and these are actually songs that go on the project. Now, everything's not loaded up, obviously, but, you know, just to give y'all an idea. So, like, when y'all hear this come on, this is a part of my project. Like, this right here, this is a track called Way Up. It's a part of my project. Yeah, this right here. This is an actual track, y'all. Hold on, let's see. It's going to take a minute to play. So, I'll just talk over it for a minute. But it's an actual song. So I'll give y'all a little how this song actually came about. It's a song called Way Up. Let's see. No, it doesn't start singing yet. Okay, we can talk. So the way this song actually came up, I got another song. We were doing a video shooting a few years back now. We were doing this video shooting and was coming up with like the track. It was like literally the night before, probably like 5 a.m. Not even the night before, like the morning of. I did not go to sleep that night. I was up just like getting the tracks ready for this recording we were doing. Matter of fact, the same recording with Greenlight. The same day we did Greenlight was the same. The morning that we did that filming for Greenlight, I wrote this song, Way Up. And it was literally like I needed a transition, and so I like this track started. I played this little track piece, and I was like, "Ooh, I can do something with that." And one thing led to another. It was so fresh that when we did the video shooting, if you ever go back and watch that, I should have loaded that up. That would have made sense. I'll do this conversation more regularly though, as we're leading up to the project. It's going to keep me. That's what we use Zeke Live in the morning for. Keep me going so that I can get it done.
Nothing else. We'll keep you accountable.
Yes. There's the word right there. Keep me accountable. Yeah. But yeah. So it was so fresh that day that literally I had like 3 people writing out the lyrics on cue cards, like old school cue cards, like some big poster board that we had, and they just wrote the lyrics real big so that on the video I could read the words and record it, because I hadn't even committed it to memory yet. And I taught the part that's singing back there, the way up high. I taught that to the group, and we literally just went in and recorded it. And then I like added like Fred Hammond's Blessed to it, like, you know, just a late in the midnight hour, God will turn around. Like I added that to it. It was like a whole thing. And yeah. And then later on, it was like, yo, that was a vibe. Like, and I decided, okay, let's throw it on the project. And it really essentially became the theme for the entire project. So the project is called Elevate. And literally the Way Up song, this song right here that's playing in the background. Let's see if I can turn it up a little bit. Well, it's just track mostly. But this is really the song that created the idea for the rest of the project. It's the song that created the rest of the idea for the project. So there's a little piece of background knowledge for y'all.
Are you going to give us any of the lyrics to that song?
Yeah, sure. Literally, the lyrics are literally only way up, way up high. I do have some lyrics to it, though. I did write a rap to it later on. It was just like way up, life felt like a movie, struggle so long, like God was trying to prove me, make me a bird like Jenny so I could fly, cause I ain't doing nothing unless it's way up high. I know that's one of the lines in there. Yeah, like stuff like that. Like it's a whole thing. Yeah. This is
exactly how I was looking at Zeke at Healing Voices 2 weeks ago. Right. He was with his music, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well, that's where that came from. Yeah, that's where the whole project idea came from and all of that. Let's see. I'm gonna play another track for y'all. I'm just playing through some of the tracks y'all have heard. That's kind of where I'm stuck at with it. This is the one I had to load the lyrics up to, because I tried to say the lyrics the other day and I could not remember them, so I had to like go download Google Docs on my iPad just so I can load these lyrics up. To this song right here. Where is it? Oh snap! Oh, here it is. Dripping. So y'all hear this track playing right here? It's actually a song to it. It's actually a song. So I'll just talk through the lyrics. I won't try to sing it. Song lyrics though are "You Be Talking to Me," and this song fits in line with the conversation that we were having today, right? About like hearing from him, like constantly being in communion with him. So the song lyrics, it comes from a place of, as I was last year starting to work this project out, I was just hearing a lot of voices in my head. A lot of people, oh, you can do this, you can do that. Oh, we can turn this into that. We can do that. I mean, you just start hearing all this stuff, and I've been down this road before. 90% of what people say they can do, they can't do. It's just I don't even get mad at it. I'm not even upset. It's not a thing of getting upset. 90% of what most people tell you they can do, they cannot do. By the time you sit at the table, they're expecting you to come with everything that they said they was going to do for you. Like, and so being in this industry long enough to realize that that's just the way this industry works. So people make a lot of promises and a lot of building your head up and hyping you up and stuff like that. And so I found myself in a real prayer mode, and the lyrics that just poured out of me literally was, "You be talking to me. Sometimes I don't listen. You extend your freedom. I still give you limits." You see, I got to read it. "You give me your guidance. I get in my own way. So when you're talking to me, I just need to obey." And the chorus says, "I need you to help me. Help me hear your voice, Lord." Like, it's just simple as that. I need you to help me. I ain't got no voice. I'm finna do healing voices with no voice. I need you to help me. Help me know your voice, Lord. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Because a lot of people was in my ear, and it was just like, all right, Lord, I gotta hear you. Like, too many other people too many other people sound like you. Right, let me make sure I ain't grabbing this. Yeah, too many other people sound like you, Lord. So, second verse, "You be calling to me. Sometimes I don't answer." Y'all see what I did there with that lyric? "You be calling to me. Sometimes I don't answer." Okay. Anyway, I just clap it. Yeah.
Clap mine, but you can clap yours.
"You be calling to me. Sometimes I don't answer. I just can't surrender, even with my hands up. You give me your guidance. Sometimes I don't follow. So please keep talking to me. I promise I'll do better." Like just the vulnerability. The whole album is about vulnerability. It's about just raw. I wasn't trying to make an album that was and I know for church folks, don't clutch your pearls too hard right now when I say this. I wasn't really trying to make an album that was in praise to God. I did, like, you know what I mean? Not to say it's not praising God. It's simply to say I wasn't trying to make another praise and worship album. We got a million praise and worship songs y'all can choose from. All y'all doing is taking them and remix them at this point anyways. Right. I had to get stuff off my chest. And so I came through a real season in 2022. And this project was really like, okay, how do we elevate from that? Like, I can't go back. One of the songs, the first song of the project, has a line that says, "I can't go back in the hole." Like, can't go back in the hole. I feel that in my soul. I've been down too long. That's not this song, but it's another song that I don't have the track loaded up for. But it was like, I've been down too long. I think it's time to get up. I've been down too long. I can't go back in the hole. Can't go back. Like, you're just really saying, like, no, it's time to elevate up. And that's what the whole project is about. Let's see. You can definitely jump in at any point if you got a question.
I'm so proud of you, Zeke. I just be wanting to just watch you be in your moment. I don't have anything to say. I'm just sitting here like a proud auntie, like, look at my nephew. And he's not even my nephew, he's my brother. But like, look at you. Like, this is you. Like, you, I don't know. You just transform when you get into like music Zeke versus like Zeke Live in the Morning host. You're a different person. So I
feel that.
Yeah. Yes, not different in a bad way at all. It's just like, I can tell when you are like in your bag, if that makes sense. You know what that means. Like, when you in your music bag, that's why I said Healing Voices was such a big thing to me, because I'm like, look at this man. I don't know music Zeke. You know, like, I know we went to college together. I know, from like gospel choir, but I don't know Zeke as the artist. Many people know you as the artist. I don't know you as an artist. So like, this is what everybody be talking about. Okay, I get to see you in a different light, and it's just inspiring. It's like, that's what I said. Like, what am I gonna do next? Because this man got it. Like, what am I gonna do next? Not even an album. I don't even know how to sing that well, but I think I'm trying. So
yeah,
I think you're doing. Keep going. We're
yeah, well, it's definitely like the conversation we're talking. It's a discipline now that has to be like reset up in my life. That's all. It's just a discipline that has to be reset up. Man. You know, a lot of different things coming up this year. I told my wife the other day, I said, I need these next 5 months to focus exclusively on all the musical things that I got to worry about this coming up. It's not that I can't be done. It's not that it can't be done. It's not that I can't do it. It's that now I have to just discipline things. I have to say no to some stuff that don't feed to that. Right? Me and I don't know if Pastor Bill's watching today. Me and him had sometimes he'd be watching, but he don't be in the comments. So if he watching, but you said what?
Somebody
you cut out.
Said good morning. So it might.
Let's see. I don't even got the comments loaded. Let's see.
Put it up.
Oh yeah, look! See, I told you it's the third time. Now this is the fourth time this has happened in the last 2 days. Where I brought somebody up and they're right there. Smith, him, the other Bishop Smith, and who else? Miss Vivian. All these people, I think about them, I say their name, and then they go right there. Shout out to Pastor Bill Ellis. Well, I was bringing him up to say me and him had a conversation. Oh, I didn't see none of these comments. Me and him had a conversation the other day. It was kind of like what is your purpose? Like, what are you feeding into? That's why some of this stuff is sitting on me right now. What are you feeding into? What does it take to make that actually happen? What does it take to go? And that conversation has been sitting with me. So, some of it is just a discipline in it. You know what I mean? And in knowing, hey, wait a minute. Okay, I know you want me to do this. I know y'all over here want that. I know y'all want me to come to every frog leap contest, like my dad will call it, every frog leap contest. You got to come in, you got to sit down, and you got to show your face and wave and kiss babies. And it's like, for what? Like, y'all ain't y'all did enough frog leap contests? Ain't y'all did it like over here at this side, and all the people that was at this one is going over to this one over at this place? And at some point, it's like, when are you going to sit down and finish your own thing? And so between Rich, Pastor Bill, now you, Marcus and Jamaica, like a lot of people in my ear, my parents, a lot of people in my ear, my wife, everybody, just get the thing done. And so now disciplining. So, this is transparent. This is like Brony Cat called it earlier, Transparent Thursday.
It's interesting to me though, how the thing that you love can have such a positive impact on your mental health, but also just as negative on your mental health, right? Like when you are doing your music thing, like when you are singing and creating, I feel like you are like your best self, like, because that is what you love. But on the flip side of that, you've talked about how music has been the very same thing that drug you into that dark place, because you're like, I don't know if people will like it. I don't know if people are going to listen to it. Like, is this, is it going to upset the church, or is it going to, make my mama proud? Like all of these things. So how do you then balance, like, no, this is something that I love and I know that I'm called to do, but also it makes me sad sometimes. Like it makes me down in the dumps sometimes. How do you balance that? That's a question for you.
No, I know. Yeah, no, you just hit me with it. I don't know. If I'm being honest, I think I was much better at this pre-2022, pre-COVID. I think I was much better at it. I think I had a much stronger continence about that. You know what I mean? Like I could take a lot of hits. I could do a lot but I think that when COVID hit, and I'm really sorting through like how COVID did a number on all of us. That's not lost on me. It did a number on all of us. But having to sit down, not having access to doing a lot of stuff other than just creating. I mean, because I created like crazy during COVID. I went into the COVID, not COVID. I wouldn't just say it like that, but literally into the lockdowns, into the quarantine. When we had to quarantine ourselves, losing everything, all my music. Like I didn't do backup well. I didn't back my stuff up well, all of that. And I lost everything I had created up until that point. Pretty much everything I had created up until that point was lost, which meant so it set me down for a minute. Again, I was much stronger. So I sat down for a minute. I was mad. I was pissed off. It was what it was. And then I just started creating again, and a new sound came from that, and a new, it was new things that was put on me, like, of course, because the pandemic was here. So a whole fresh set of creativity came from me during that. And then, I don't know, somewhere along the line, I think just all of the weight between the pandemic, financial issues that were happening, also as a problem of the pandemic, it was just a lot that happened. By the time I got to 2022, it was a different year for me. It was just, I was not the Zeke Locke that everybody knows and loves. And so now here we are 3 years after that, you know what I mean? 3 years after that point, and I'm just starting in the last 6, 7, 8 months. Maybe let's call it like the end of last year. Okay. Just really starting to get up and say, wait a minute. Like it was a lot of times I'd be saying it, and so in theory I'm saying it, but now I'm really starting to be like, no. There's a mental work that you have to do. Mm-hmm. And so these songs are more from that perspective. It's this perspective of when I say elevate, it's like elevating beyond the nonsense of depression and suicidal thought and all that defined my year 2022. Like, I mean, just that's what defined the year 2022 for me, and it changed me. So I don't really know if I figured out how to balance just yet, but I'm figuring it out in this new phase. That's the long answer to your question, but it's not something I figured out. It's something I did once upon a time and I was okay with. I liken it to the story of Elijah. Elijah knew God's voice one way during the season of life, and then something happens and he ends up depressed, suicidal. He has to learn God's voice a whole new way. And that's where those songs come from. Help me know your voice, Lord, because clearly what I thought was your voice a couple times I don't think was your voice. A couple times what I thought was your move, now I don't think it was your move anymore. That kind of stuff. So this project is really about that. And so so I'm fully aware that it sounds different to anything I've ever created. Anybody who knows my creative style and see me on stage, this is not the same Zeke you're used to from like pre 2022, 2023 out. Not 23, pre 2020. What was last year? Jesus Christ, 24. Yeah. Pre 2024, you would have heard a very different creative expression come from me. But now, after having experienced the thing I've experienced, mentally and all of that, emotionally, then it changes. Really, it changes. And now I have to figure out in those changes and how to continue moving forward in it. And so, so that's part of the work to it, as opposed to just putting it out there. And I know from everybody else's perspective, like, just get it done, just put it out there. And I think you guys are actually right. Just get it done, just put it out there and sort the rest of this stuff out on the back end. But for me, it's like something in my head is like, make sure it's sorted out before you put it out there, because you're going to get these kinds of questions on the live and you got to be able to ready to answer it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually have another question for you that I thought about as you were talking. What does...
And I'm going to bring Rich to the stage while you're talking. Yeah.
What does accountability look like, feel like, sound like for you? Because I know that I'd be like, Zeke, just do it. But I know that that's a lot easier said than done, right? Like, it's a heck of a lot easier said than done. But I want to make sure as a friend that I'm not like pushing you back into that place, into that hole that you talked about, right? Because now you're like, oh, it's so much pressure. Because it's like hard to balance, right? Like, yes, there is going to be a little bit of pressure, right? Like, I am going to be like, hey, you remember what you said? But also I don't want to do, and I'm just saying me personally, I don't want to do it in a way that you're like, this is now too much. Now I am overwhelmed. Now, because I was like, I'm not going to be your friend anymore. I was just joking. Like, but sometimes those kind of like comments and threats like can really be damaging to a person. If you're like, well, if you don't put your album out, then I'm not going to be your friend anymore. I'm always going to be your friend. But it was, it was like a joke between us. But like, what does I said all that to say? How do you receive accountability as someone who is in the place that you're in right now? you have a lot going on. How do you receive accountability, and what does that look like from the people that you love?
Yeah. I think in this phase, again, a lot of stuff is so different than pre-2024. And this is why I get so adamant, even on the show with people. I'll be like, yo, if you're doing too much, settle some stuff down. I'm a tough cookie when it really boils down to it. I really am. Like I can take on a lot, and that becomes a hindrance at times. Where you can take a lot, you can take a lot of hits, you can take people talking about y'all. You just take all these different things. You can take it. The reason it becomes a hindrance is because, just like you said, like we were talking the example about you working, right? To go back to that example, like, so you the safety and security coordinator for the network, but somebody asked you to substitute for their class, and you're like, okay, I can do that because I got that in my skill set. I can make that. So then you do it. Next thing you know, you're doing it for the next 2 months. Like something that's supposed to be a one-time thing. But then let's add to that. Let's say you also have a skill at singing. So now you go to church and they want you to be the praise and worship leader. And it's like, well, I can help out because I can, even though that I don't got really time to do it.
I know,
but
I go to
because you can.
and Zeke is like, be on my album. Like, now what am I going to do?
But you know what I mean? And then then you can cook really well. So then it's like, you go into the family function or something, or somebody wants to open up a restaurant. You really want them to be successful. Somebody you love, and you're like, well, I can help you get this off the ground. So now you're in the kitchen cooking. I mean, it's like these little itty bitty things, but they turn into responsibilities instead of like just helping out. And so before you know it, you look up, 6 months go by, and you realize your schedule is full of putting lesson plans together for the classroom. But that was never your job. Cooking meals and doing meal prep for someone you're trying to help, but that was never your purpose. Doing, getting, I don't know, whatever example I gave, the other example I gave, like singing and stuff. Singing on my album. So now you got to write songs and come up with music. So now you got to do that. And meanwhile, the only thing that you really feel called and led to right now is being safety and security coordinator. But you not doing it. So accountability looks for me now in this season at I've done that for so long, taking on. You just muted yourself, just so you know.
Chastising some children. Go ahead.
Oh, you know what I mean? Like chastising.
I'm not gonna spit it right.
Y'all understand what she said? Did y'all see what she mouthed? I didn't know if anybody can tell, but put it in the comment if you saw what she mouthed. I'm not going to.
Right, now we real clear. What did she actually say? We got to clip that one out. Be like, what did she actually mouth to the children? Like, what did she say? Auntie Mo activated.
Perfect AI. You did a perfect job on that one. That was
Thank
great.
you.
But because I had that toughness, because I had that ability to do so many different things, and then because I got a heart, want to help people out, and you want to do different stuff, and some of this also too, I can't take this away, that some of it is that all of these things feed into each other for me as well. So it's like I know how having, I don't know, good hospitality connects to being able to sell an album. To me, I can see that. Everybody else can't necessarily see that. Why you got to worry about talking to everybody and hugging everybody? Because that's going to feed directly into this. Like, so I can draw all these different lines. So doing that, pre-2024, I could do all that. No worries, no problems. I just sleep it off at some point. I can look at myself and be like, as long as I can get to sleep by, and literally I still do this sometimes, as long as I can get to sleep by August 15th. I know on August 15th, I got this day, so I'm going to go hard. And on August 15th, don't nobody call me. My phone is on Do Not Disturb. That, you see what I'm saying? Like, and I go like that. So now, realizing that burnt me, that burns you out after a while. You stress yourself out. It's not even bad. It's not bad on people either. I'm the one that takes it on and does it. It's more so now what accountability looks like is who are the people that can be in places to actually help and actually see the help through. You know what I mean? Like y'all, with the three of y'all that get on here every day on this show with me every morning. Like I know y'all got a lot of stuff going on. I know y'all got stuff. You, Eric, Rich, I know y'all got other things going on. But getting on here and helping, for instance, doing that takes a big stress off. You know what I mean? Because then it's not just me by myself. So that's when I put that out there and I say, hey, y'all, Here's the deal. I need an editor. I need like, because can I do that stuff? Absolutely. I bet you I can edit this stuff and it'd be amazing, right? Yeah. But the problem is, do I got time to sit back somewhere and edit a show, go through the show, clip stuff out, cut? Do I have time to? Right now it's a no, but does that become a hindrance now to getting like the show? And I'm using it as an example to getting that done. Well, it does. So what do I have to do? I have to find somebody who can do it. So accountability now looks like surrounding myself with people who can actually like help. It's a rising tide that lifts all boats. I tried to partner with a lot of folks, so I had a lot of things. But I got high standards, and that's my problem. That's one of my problems. I am my high standards person.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing until you get yourself surrounded around people who don't necessarily always have the same level of standard you have. So
that's when you got to find people. See, you're, and I'm not calling you out, and I should be mindful when I say this. I don't want to call it a problem, but your method of doing things.
You call it a problem.
Let me help the people that I know. Sometimes it ain't us, Zeke.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just ain't us. You see me and you like, Rhonda got a podcast. I could put if I'm not the best person for the job, move me out the way. And I mean that sincerely. You see what I'm saying? Because where you're going, you can't keep reaching back, Zeke. You can't do that. You got to reach forward. There are other people out here that you don't know that are not your friends. You didn't go to Olivet with them. You didn't work with them in HR. They don't go to your church. They didn't go to the church that you used to go to. Those people, you've done all you can. Now you just must stand. You've done all you can for this group of people. And if they are not willing to rise up to your level of standard, then you have to say, see you later. That's what you have to do in this season, Zeke, because where you're going, everybody just can't go. I'm going.
My God, today.
I can't say what everybody else gonna do. I'm going. Ron on the Rocks is going wherever you go. But I understand that there's a level of excellence that you have, and I've been able to see that through this show, through Coming to Healing Voices. I've been able to see who you are now, and I'm like, oh, this is not gospel choir seat. This is like an actual real recording artist who has a record deal and all of these things. And so what I'm saying to you is you've been a blessing for all of these years to all of these people. And people can't say that you haven't been a blessing to them, that you have not tried to help them, that you have not put them in the position to help themselves. Now it's your turn. It's just your turn. And you have to say, okay, I'm no longer looking for Rhonda on the Rocks podcast level things. Now I have to look at people who are at the same level or above me, because you're trying to go somewhere. If you continue to stay, and I'm not putting myself down, but if you continue to stay at the level here, you're never going to grow. And so somebody had to tell me that, like, you having people, trying to partner with people who got 30 followers. Like, you need to be partnering with the people who have 3,000 followers, because that's where you're trying to go. And that changed everything for me. That changed, because I'm like, well, they just starting out. I'm just starting out. Like, we can help each other. And my friend was like, no, like, they can help themselves. Where are you trying to go? You trying to get to 3,000 followers? Then you need to hang in the room with the people who got 3,000 followers. Zeke, you need to hang in the room with people who selling out concerts.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. I'm hanging those rooms. That's the crazy part, right?
Get on up there.
Been hanging in those rooms.
Drop the music.
And that's the exactly. And that's the. But again, that's the whole thing. That you nailed it right on the head. That's why I said no. You're not out of line. You nailed it right on the head. Because in my head, that rising tide that lifts all boats, right? You should be able to see somebody who's on a rocket ship going upward, and then. Now, for me, it's like, okay, we got these different rooms. We got these different platforms. We got these different people that we know we can get into these. When we walk into these rooms, who you bringing with you, right? You say, so sometimes you're bringing people with you, but unfortunately, some of them people just ain't up to par with them rooms. Like, and Rich, since Rich is here, Rich can speak to some of this too, because we've definitely had, no, and I'm saying like,
let me share this with Rich. Sorry, friend. I love you. I wasn't trying to burn you up.
No, you're not. I'm putting myself out here vulnerable. I'm giving y'all the behind. This is what it looks like. Yeah, this conversation is what it looks like. you know, but no. Like we like being in certain rooms and stuff like that, going to certain places, like, and then having to have certain hard conversations, having to have certain. Rich been part of that because Rich is my manager. Rich, you know, Rich, you know, he understands. He understands where I'm coming from with that. But then, of course, and this is where they fuss at me all the time. It's exactly what you just said. They fuss at me about this all the time. I'll say it publicly. Rich and them fuss at me all the time. Zeke, you can't help everybody. Like Zeke, you can't do for everybody. Zeke, you got to be selfish. And me, I'd be like, no, you got to just makes my heart get in the way for the people. And it's like, I know I can, but now accountability looks like being around people who can handle things at the level where we think we're supposed to be going. Absolutely. You know, that's what it looks like now. So yeah, that's a good question. I hope that kind of answers it. And hopefully even in that, you can see how I'm still sorting through it, though. Still sorting through the answer. You know what I mean? Still sorting through the answer. Yeah.
You have the support. It's not that you don't have the support or anything like that. It's just that you got to get out of your own way. And as long as I'm living and breathing, I'm be like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you making the mac and cheese and you supposed to be making a track? Why? Why are you doing that?
You supposed to be making a track and cheese.
Right. You over here in the kitchen. Well, I just thought I'd help. No, you cannot help. Get out the kitchen.
Yeah. That was shared to me from a mentor of mine, a gentleman who's done great business and done great just making good money, praise the Lord. Anyway, but one thing he shared with me on this time of making decisions on how to go forward, when I got all the help, the support, the finance, all that good stuff, and I got a good product, is getting your butt out the way. He was real simple. He was like, bro, you got to find a way to get your butt out the way. So many times we allow ourselves to keep us from reaching and attaining the goals that we're setting forth because we already got the skill and all that, but something mentally tells us or blocks us. Nah, either I'm not good enough or it's not going to work because I ain't got this together. I ain't got that and whatever it is. But one thing, and I told you this too before, Zeke, is just getting your butt out the way, bro. There's times we have to get our butts out the way and let God do what he's supposed to do with what he's giving us. And let that. So
get my butt out the way. We're gonna wear that I am complete out, boy. I am complete. With that, I am complete. Yeah, no. That's but that's the vulnerability. That's the real vulnerability behind it. And so even the project, like I said, the title is called Elevate, and the whole point of elevation is to elevate beyond that thinking. It's a mental thing. It really, at the end of the day, at this point, is my own mental thing, and I'm fully aware of that.
I'm sure everybody knows this too. It's just because when he said it, get your butt out of the way, it was still one of the most challenging things I had to deal with. I still think that's a challenging thing to look at yourself and say, hey, I'm going to make it past every problem that I think I have after every little issue that I feel I have that I'm struggling with, and to still be able to push past it, because you got to do that for yourself. Because the only person you're going to have is you. I don't care what the best person that can pray for you is you at times. That's how I feel. The best person that can speak life into your life is you at the end of the day. So I think that becomes a very challenging moment. So I want to encourage you and anybody else that's dealing with that, because it's not something that's always an and suddenly. I know in church a lot of times we preach the and suddenly going to happen, but sometimes it really is a journey and a process to really push past your own self, your own self-doubt, your own self-pity, your own self, whatever it is that you have, deconstruction, whatever. And it's just like, yo, if I can get past this, because it's myself, oh my goodness, I can conquer anybody else or anything else. That's a great map that he gave me. And I was just like, I can see that. So I'm looking at networks, Netflix, all that. I want to get there. So I'm talking to Adam, but I'm starting small where I'm at right now. But it's like, yo, push back. Don't limit yourself. Right. Don't put limits on your own self. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that was also encouraging. I just wanted to share that because I know some people like, but this should be easy. You can push past it. It's not always the easiest thing.
It is not always easy. It's not. And that's why I say, like, sometimes I wonder if sometimes, because I know that 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I would have been very much along the lines of, no, you just get it. You can just do it. You can just do it. Like, I would have stood 10 toes down on that. Like, because I was the one who would just, if the slack couldn't be picked up, I would just pick up the slack and I would wear that slack, this slack, that slack, that slack, all while teaching folks how to do it. So it would just be, so I would be like, no, it can happen. You can do it. Go to that. And then something happened and I burn out. And so now I would say something very different. I would say, you know what? Sometimes it's a process. Like, take the process. Go down, slow walk the process if you need to. Don't overwhelm. Don't overdo it. Like, you would hear me preaching a very, very, very different sermon now. You know, like, and again, now I'm having to learn after going so long of being a very just, I don't care what they think, I'm gonna go for it. You know what I mean? Like, just having to go from there now to, okay, we have to work up to that energy now, and now understanding and being able to have empathy for people who maybe have not been able to move very quickly on stuff. You know, now it's like, I'm one of y'all now. Like, I'm not the hair club president. Like, I am a member. Like, I get it, and now I'm having to learn an energy I already knew. I'm having to learn. It's like rehab right now. Like, I feel like I'm in freaking rehab, honest to God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, coming off of whatever 2022 was. You know, I don't know what to call that year. I really honestly don't know what to call that year. That whole year is just like a blurb of depression and suicidal thoughts and burnout and anxiety and stress. It was just a year full of that. So coming off of that, it's just like, okay, like, it's a process.
Like but launchpad year. It probably didn't seem like it, but since that year, you've since like launched out to do more and to be better. Like, it was a life-changing year for you, and it didn't seem like anything good would come from it. But I just believe amazing things. If you had not had that testimony, Zeke, who's to say? You know what I mean? And your heart to help people. That testimony right there is helping people. I know that it is. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that I've ever like been suicidal or anything like that. It's definitely crossed my mind. Like, hey, like, you know, I think everybody has had that moment where it's been like, you know, but it wasn't a place that I stayed in. But just knowing that there is someone else who, when I look at you and I see you, you're Zeke, you're live, you're hugging, you're doing this and that. But to hear that side of it, and to hear your testimony is a blessing. And I know that when Lock stars get on here and they hear you talk about that, that's actually what people want to hear. Like, we can get on here and we can talk about what you know is happening in pop culture and, you know, what's happening in the world and politics and all of that stuff is already heavy. We get a lot of that. But to hear like personal testimonies, this is what I experienced. This is how I dealt with it or am dealing with it. Those sorts of things are what people actually want to hear. And I believe that that's why people tune in every day, people who are committed, because this is a show where people just being real. Like, it's like, bring this is a safe space. Bring your problem. This is the altar. Bring your problems here. No,
it's real though.
We talk through them. We do all of that. And although everybody is not on the screen verbally, even if you just sit here and you can hear something, I listen. Like I say, I'm a consumer of this show just as much as I'm a host. When I'm not on here, I'm listening every single solitary day. And every day I'm like, wow, okay, that's interesting. Okay, that's something that I can think about. And when you do your soapbox spiel in the beginning of every show, you really be in your bag. But it comes from experience. It comes from things that you know to be true, right? That's what people want to hear. This is normally a conversation, y'all, that we have after the show.
Y'all catching the after the show convo right now, y'all. This is when I say vulnerable right now. Y'all hearing how we be talking for real.
No, real talk. Just popped in my mind. I'm like, whoa, am I going too far?
No. I don't mind
to hear. So you like, it's happening. It's happening. You may not be able to see it or like put a title to it or whatever, but like all of the things that you're doing, especially with your music, it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It's just getting the butt out the way, like Rich said. It's like getting that
butt out the way.
But I had to work on this, but I had to do that. It's like, no, let me discipline these things now. And the things that don't feed in, the things that don't, like Jamaica's song says, if it don't bring me joy, if it don't, like, to me, I would say, if it don't serve a purpose, if it don't serve, if it's just me just coming just to support, I don't mind doing that, but I got a limited amount of times I can do that. Like, you know what I mean? I can't be at every frog leap contest. I can't be at everyone. I can't be at every, just to say I came, just to show my face and show, like, I send $20 and say, bless somebody with a ticket or something, and know you got my love, like, but and I started doing that to some degree. But I will say this: one of the things that I did tell the Lord coming out of 2022, I did was a couple things. Now I don't want nobody to take this as I'm standing against this. When I make the statement I'm about to make, I don't want nobody to think I'm saying, like, that's a bad thing. It was just what I didn't want to do because I knew the effect it would probably have on me. But coming out of that depressive mode, that suicide, I was like, Lord, I don't want to be on pills. I don't want to be on medications. I don't want to be tied up with that kind of stuff. I don't want to be zonked out. I don't want to be, again, I'm not telling nobody, if you got to take that stuff, you got to do that because some of y'all need Jesus therapy and pills. Like, I'm just saying, I didn't want that latter part. That was a thing. So for me, it was like, how do I do that? And then my next prayer behind that started to become, and I honestly believe that, that he'll give you the desire of your heart, because the next desire of my heart became, I don't want to wear a whole lot of different hats. Like, so the conversation became, I'm doing a lot of different things that would seemingly be different, but how do I be the same Zeke every time I walk in? So when I walk in the church house, I got to wear this hat. When I walk in especially the church that I was at, you know what I mean? Like, before I got, like, you got to wear one hat when you get there. Then you do, I don't know, working at a school or something, you got to put that hat on. Then you with the kids, you got to put this hat on. Then you at home with family, you got to put this hat on. Then I go on stage, I got to put this hat on. If it's my own stage, then I got to put on a very different hat. Then when I'm doing just all these different places I found myself, I realized some of the burnout was wearing so many different hats. That code switching, black folks, y'all, we understand this, what code switching is. You know, you go to work and you got to, hey, how are you doing, Becky? Good to see ya. Oh my God, I'm so glad you made it. And then you see your friends, you be like, yo, nigga, I told it, bro. I did. Like, we code switch real easily. But imagine code switching between just multiple things. I go internationally. I got to wear that hat. I go, and my next prayer started to become, Lord, how do I not wear these different hats? Like I want, like, how do you put everything under the same hat? Just give me one big hat, put it all under that hat, because I want to walk in, be Zeke like every room I walk in. So I think some of it right now is just learning how to be the same person. That's why I love getting on the morning show, because it's like, no, y'all gonna see all these different sides, my political side, preacher side, the questioning side, the artist side, and it's gonna be the same Zeke every time. I don't want to switch it up, because that switching will burn you out, because so that's been helpful. That's been helpful for me, being able just to be myself. So surrounding myself with people who allow me to be myself is something that I, that has been helpful in that sense. So yeah. So that's what's been making me hold back a little bit. That's what's been making me hold back a little bit. I don't know. Yeah. One more song, maybe. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead. While you doing that, I'm gonna play one behind you.
Oh, you playing a song? Okay.
No. Go ahead. I'm gonna play it under you. Yeah.
I was gonna say another important thing while you're doing these journeys is for anybody to definitely surround yourself with a support group, a support team. 12 disciples.
Yeah. Wait, you went out, Rich.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go.
Am I back?
You back?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm saying, so now when you go out to lunch and do certain things, you're not so much hung up on what people say negative, because you have such a support group that are able to pour positivity to you. So that should be able to uplift and push you past what negative thoughts or what others may say, because they ain't even really close to you. But if your home, your support, your team is pushing you, and they real, they tell you when it's trash, but they tell you also when it's hot. That's what voice you want to listen to as well as you continue to pursue and go forward. I know the people in the world ain't gonna like everything I do. They not gonna like every word you say. They not gonna like every round of podcast. You're not gonna like every song, but oh my goodness, if I got a community of 20, 25 people that are strong with me, that are pushing and encouraging me and letting me know it's good, letting me know when it's bad now. Oh my goodness, that helps me to even pursue even more out there and be stronger, because it's not just me out there by myself, but I got a unit with me. I got my own audience with me, and now I'm just presenting us to the rest of the world. Oh my goodness, when Zeke steps out, it's not just going to be Zeke stepping on that stage. It's going to be Brony Cat. It's going to be Jamaica. It's going to be Marcus. It's going to be everyone that's connected to you. So you do not have to be so afraid when you go out there to hear the fiery darts that's going to come out to you or come out. We have a team, people that can block that. There's some things Rhonda can handle that you probably would never hear. There's some issues that come to me that you don't hear. There's issues that Eric come to Eric. Ain't nobody gonna ever hear. Or maybe everybody hear that. I don't know. But it's just, that's an amazing thing, and I think that's what you've been doing, maybe low key. So now when you go out there, they don't just see Zeke, they see the Locke'd stars. You know what I mean? That's what they that's it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. The strength that comes from that. Yeah. Absolute. Oh my God, y'all. Well, as y'all can all see, Lock Stars, they read me my rights pretty regularly around here. There you go. They tell me about myself, and I love it. It's part of the journey. It's iron is sharpening iron. I love it. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all this song real quick. I'll give y'all this one. So y'all hear this song all the time. Actually, I'm gonna give you two more because I play them all the time. So you hear this one all the time. This is a song called Explore. It actually has lyrics. It's about exploring. You said what?
You gotta be saved. You got to know. Just the things you're gonna explore, huh? And
When I first played the song, Pastor Bill, he was like, I love it. He thought I was saying the words say, I think I want to explore it. And he thought it said, what you got me thinking I want it. That's what he thought. He thought I said, got me thinking I'm horny. He thought it was an R&B song.
It definitely sounds R&B when y'all hear it. I didn't know how we were. I'm like, oh Jesus, all right.
Yeah, I told you it's a very different sound that I've learned to create in this season of life. It's a very different sound. But this song came from like a conversation I had about this girl who was in Russia, actually, this Russian girl who worked for a church, but she was questioning her faith. Let me take that back. She didn't have any faith. She was questioning this whole Jesus thing. And so I remember one of my friends asked her, are you Christian? And she was like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Like, I'm considering it. Like, worked for the church. She's the church secretary, been there for years, and very openly, I'm thinking about it, But, of course, in other places, like when you take on Christianity, they have thought about that. They didn't just come down to some altar call and just like, give my life. And then, 2 months later, you'll never hear from them again. They back even harder in the streets than they was before. Like, they really consider and think about it and all the things they got to give up. So the song says, you know everything about me, and I don't know that much about you, but maybe life could be exciting if what you offering could be true. So I think I want to explore. And really it's from the perspective of somebody who wants to explore what it is to this spirituality that we have, this Jesus movement that we all part of, right? Somebody who wants to explore that. It's like, I think I want to explore. So it's kind of an altar call song more than anything else.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah, it's kind of an altar call thematic more than anything else.
I got the nail it.
Yeah. But again, it's a
nice song to lay hands to. I can tell you, it's a beautiful song. Woo! Wait till y'all hear this song. It's awesome. I just want to explore something. Thank you.
Well, I mean, it's from the perspective of, again, it was vulnerability and realness. Like, we got songs like "Come to Jesus," and what's the other one we sing? The we offer Christ to you, oh my brother. We offer Christ to you, oh my sister. Like, we got songs like that, but nobody ever really thinks from the perspective of the person who's maybe coming to the altar. or the person who's questioning, maybe not gonna come to the altar, but they questioning. And so this perspective is that I think I want to explore it. I think I want to try this out, because you say you got love and joy and peace and all that. So hey, I think I want to try that out, and that's the perspective of this song. Let's see. I'm gonna give you the last two, and we got to move on because I got to go set up for the support group that starts in 2 hours. If you ain't doing nothing, y'all can come out to the support group, Lock Stars. It starts in 2 hours. But let's see here. All right, let's see. I did that one already. Shout out to Rich Holmes. He's actually on this one. You hear his voice. This is my favorite song on the album. I'm not even on this whole album. This is my favorite one. My very favorite one. Yeah. That's Rich's voice right there.
What is he saying? What is the word he's saying?
Ayo, 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 ayo.
Let me get your attention real quick.
Right, ayo. And then so he actually has a song that goes to this. So I actually took this song. Him and Tay got a song that this actually goes to. And so I took the track, we worked it a little bit, like added stuff to it, and then rewrote it for my purposes. And the song, the choir comes in singing, "If you want to know who you are." Well, no, so if you want to know who I am, well, I am his image. I'm no longer afraid, because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm higher, thinking higher, in spite of what you think of me, going higher. What is the knowledge that you think you see? Something like that. I'm going higher. Then we switch it up and sing to the people. If you want to know who you are, well, you're the image of God. So no, don't you be ashamed, because you're fearfully and wonderfully made. It's super simple, but also kind of like very, very much in a, this is who you are. You got a reason you can elevate. Because look at who you are. You ain't some trash. You ain't some nobody, some goofy. You made in the image of God. You say God is good and high, then why you not calling yourself good? Why you not elevating high? This album is written to myself. Let's put it that way. It's written to myself. I made the album that I wanted to hear when I was in 2022.
See?
Feeling like I should just offer myself. This is the words that I wish somebody was singing to me.
You got to change lives. I'm just excited to be a part of it. I'm just excited to be part of it.
Aww.
It's just a spark.
Aww. Don't start crying, Rhonda. Don't start crying. Okay, I'm just saying, right? Well, here's the last one I'll play, because I play it all the time. We'll do another one. I'll do this more often as we go throughout the remainder of the next couple of months to tie into release of an album. But the last one I'll play a little piece of. Sorry, Rich, you was jamming. My bad, dog. This one right here. I hear me intro people on this song all the time. This is an actual song. And this didn't come from I'm Walking. This came from Freebird. That line is saying I'm so fly is actually from another song I got called Freebird. I'm so fly, I am free. Yeah, and so I just took it and looped it. And so I heard the loop. You asked the question last Hill of Voices, Rhonda, how does a song get made? Well, this one was made when I was like mixing some voices on another song, and it was on a loop, and I was like, and it just turned that before you know it, I put a beat to it, and I'm like, oh, this is a dope beat. Then I wrote a song to it, and now it's on the album. What the song said. So
it happened so quickly. I'm like, really? I'm just still sitting there trying to ask ChatGPT to help me with the lyrics. Like,
I know you ain't got nothing for me. Like, no, this song says, I love the lyrics to this one. And it sounds similar to the song that we came up with, the way it gets sung. But the words are, write my vision in the sky, life looks different through your eye, cause you're high and lifted up. I see higher atmospheres. Jesus lift us to the air with you. Can't get high enough. And the chorus line is, when heaven is calling, hell sticks its claws in. But help me stay way up, Lord. I gotta stay way up. When I get discouraged, lift me back to purpose, cause I gotta stay way up, Lord. Help me stay way up. And then it brings back that theme of way up, way up, way. So So that theme runs through the whole album. Like I said, that was the song that kind of created the album. So yeah. So that's the first verse, you know. What's the second verse?
What is the lyric? When I get something, lift me back in purpose.
When I get discouraged, lift me back to purpose. So everything has these things of lifting and elevation.
Like a tattoo or something. Like I feel like that lyric needs to just like be on something. Like maybe my body permanently. I really like that. When I get back to purpose.
Yeah, when I get discouraged, lift me back to purpose. Help me stay way up, Lord. I gotta stay way up. What's the second verse? I don't remember the words to the second verse. I don't feel like pulling them up. So
you want me to sing it? Let me see.
Go ahead, Doc. Yeah.
I don't know.
When we start it over, I got you.
I don't know.
I thought you was gonna hear what you let them hear your voices. You know.
And it's calling, take me back to purpose. I gotta find love. Help me to stay up, Lord. And Jesus is calling. Help me to just answer. I gotta be waiting.
Yeah, that's about right.
Not in there.
That sounds about right. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So some of these songs that y'all be hearing are actually songs. They're actually songs. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah. I guess that's all I got for today. You know. I sing other songs like this.
Now, after like being vulnerable and sharing your music, how are you feeling right now in this moment?
In this moment?
Yeah.
I feel salty that I don't know the lyrics. No, I guess you know, hopefully it's the lyrics themselves hopefully speak to people, I guess, you know. So if anything that I've said lyrically before anybody's even heard how it sounds with the singing, you know what I mean, like just the vocal inflections and stuff, if you just got off on the lyrics, then you know, then I feel good. That makes me feel good, you know.
Good.
Yeah, it makes me feel good if people feel encouraged by the lyrics and stuff like that, because again, these lyrics all came from a place of literally like, this is what I wish was coming in my ears. Pause. This is what I wish was coming in my ear as we as I was going through 2022. I had my situation. I wish the things that I was hearing were things about like how to elevate, and I wish I was hearing that from a Christian perspective, because that is where I've anchored my faith. And so I do wish that I was hearing that, but instead what I was hearing, and I'm not knocking gospel. I'm not knocking gospel artists. I'm not knocking none of that. And I hope nobody ever takes this and thinks that's what I said. But what I was hearing was a lot of praise and worship music. Well, I don't want to praise God right now. Like, and I do that every Sunday anyways. Like, I need something that's actually just speaking to me, like in a way I can take it back, and in a way that I can like process it in a way that wasn't so like yelling at me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, y'all know in gospel music, y'all know how we are. The song ain't songing. Yeah.
Like I can't hands right now.
Yeah. You know, unless you done did all that, unless you done hit the high note and the choir done went way into outer space and the brass is going and the drums are banging and it's like, I got so much going on in my head. That's too much. It's like, it was too much. It was just too much. So gospel music was not something I leaned into in that period of life. And I wished that there was more stuff that just dealt with the situation from a real standpoint. I wasn't trying to, with this whole album, and I'll shut up after this, but with this whole album, I was not trying to like make it this turnaround situation of, you know, well, you know, like life may be tough, but just trust in the Lord, he'll turn around. It was like, that's not where I was when I was writing. Where I was when I was writing was life is tough, period. Life is tough, period. And then the things where I wanted to get up is like, I need to get up, period. Like I didn't need a whole, you know, like to bring it around to this come to Jesus moment that sometimes, or at least in that period for me, was feeling so inauthentic. It felt very inauthentic to be like, yeah, I know your husband just left you, but just trust in the Lord. It's like, nigga, you just said, you know, my husband just left me.
Like, and now Jesus is your husband. Like, no.
Yeah. Like, yeah. It's like leading this. It's like, bro, like, you know, like, I mean, I get where the heart is. I get where it's coming from. It's just not where I was in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not always the intention to drag you down. The intention is actually good, but the impact is bad.
Yeah. It's like, like when you're a little, I won't say hostile to it, but because I was never hostile to the word. I was never hostile to the message. It was never that. It was just, I needed the process from, like my dad was saying, meet people at need level, meet the need at the need level, meet people right where they are. Well, where I was not there. It was trying to elevate to get there, but I had to slow walk it. So, like we addressed earlier, just hearing just get up, just do it, it's like, all right, now I need to process through how to get up. Like, it's one thing to just get up, but if you ain't got no strength in your legs and you just get up, or if your legs are asleep or your arthritis is bad and you ain't putting no plan together for how to get up, you start getting older and you got to kind of do that. Start rocking yourself before you gotta make the noise and breathe heavy, like you can't just do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just getting up, like, as you progress and stuff, you got to find the right process, even for getting up. And so I just needed to sort through it because that's how my brain works. And that's where this music came from. So I feel good if it resonates with people on that level. And if it doesn't, I feel good and that it at least resonated with me and it helped to start bringing me out of the hole. So that's go. That.
There you go. Sometimes you got to be the first partaker.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be the first partaker of what you're putting out there, and that's good that it was healing for you because that's what you actually needed. And now, because it was healing for you, it has healing power. So therefore, it's gonna help to heal other people as well. I believe that.
Got it.
So there are 7 people who are watching this live right now. I would love for all 7 of you, some way, somehow, to let Zeke know and encourage that what you gathered from his transparency today, how it has impacted you, because I know that it has. We're not going to sit here and pretend like we were not impacted by Zeke sharing some of his phenomenal music that he has coming out soon. So if you are watching this, drop it in the comments, drop it in his inbox, email him, however you feel comfortable, just letting him know how you were encouraged by his vulnerability and him sharing of himself, because his music is a part of who he is, him sharing of himself today. I think that's so important. We don't just consume the show, but we also collaborate, communicate, and y'all let my friend know that y'all love his music.
It sound like one of them videos. My friend gonna come here and he gonna tell y'all about his music, and you better like it.
Y'all better clap.
And you better comment, and you better put us. You better buy it, and you better.
That's exactly what I mean. I said that in the nicest way I possibly could.
Oh man, oh my goodness. Look what Mama's done put in there. See the Mama's done. There they go. Let's start with this one. The Mama said, your Mama Rhonda said, great podcast today. You all were really speaking to me, as Mama Dyson stated earlier. You're speaking to my soul. When we start speaking to our own Mama soul, boy, that just do something different, don't it? That just hits you a different way. Because what are we doing speaking to your soul? You're supposed to be speaking to our soul. So when it flips, it feels a little chest out a little bit. But
thanks, girl.
Thank you. I know. I learned if I got it from my mama. This is to use Zeke. You said what?
You taught me well. That's all.
Yeah, you taught me well, Mama. You taught me well. To us, Mama says authenticity speaks volumes. Administer the many that's willing to receive it. Now I like that. Yeah. Oh, look at Jamaica. I feel seen. It's nice to know I'm not the only Christian who doesn't always want to hear P&W, praise and worship, for those who know music when I'm going through. Thank you all for your transparency. That's what Brony Cat called it earlier, Transparent Thursday. So we done got transparent. That definitely got transparent. I like this right here. We're great at talking about the past and the future in music. That is so true. That's the thing right there. We talk about the past, we talk about the future, but what about like what's happening actually right now in the thick of it, and people need to know he sits with us. Like that thing I said the other day, the Bible does say he sits high, but it don't say he look low. In fact, it suggests that he gets involved in our issues. Come on, Emmanuel, God with us, as opposed to the God who sits high and looks low. He's the God who sits high and tries to bring you up with him. So much to the effect that he came down and brings us up with him. Matter of fact, I'm going to play Down For You in the background. Just because I said that. I'm playing Down For You in the background. This ain't going on the album. It might just come out as a single because This song is amazing. Thank you for that, Jesse. Yeah, we'll get her song. We'll get that song loaded tomorrow. Bright Star. We'll get that song loaded tomorrow. I didn't want to throw nothing off, so I left well enough alone today. And then come on, I received this in Jesus' name. Stella and Grammy Award winner Zeke Locke. Yeah, I'm gonna just start saying that about myself. What's your name? Stella and Grammy Award winning Zeke Locke. That's my name. I know who I'm is.
I was going to try this year. I was going to start telling Zeke that all his songs were trash and see what happens. I just want to see if I try that. You know what? This is one of the worst songs I ever heard in my life. I don't care how great it is. It's probably the top 5 worst songs I've ever heard. Why would you even write something stupid like
Don't
this?
you do my friend like that.
I would probably cry in a corner and give up music.
Ooh, Rich.
I don't know that I would though. I don't know.
I would be so mad at you.
No, I think you take it as fuel. You take it as a challenge. Like, yo, I think Usher can write better than you. I mean, I think, come on, Bruno Mars is way better. Come on, bro.
I just might, depending on where it comes from.
Yeah.
Coming from you, it might take it as a challenge.
I would be so mad if you said that to him. Like, what are you talking about? This is the best music I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God. I would like do something crazy, like boycott the show. I'd be like,
So yeah, then I would wear all. I'd be like, Rhonda's not on the show no more. It must be bad. Oh my God! Like, oh no! Like, and I would be confused. Like, she said she liked the songs, but maybe Rich was right. It's trash. Like, 'cause I trust Rich. Like, so, like, and then she ain't even on the show no more. What did I do wrong? Oh God! I don't know. I give up, y'all. I give up.
oh my goodness, Jesus! I can't even. Oh no.
Miss Ursula Ellis is clapping her tea. There you have it right there. There you have that. Yeah, the reverse psychology does work.
It doesn't work, Shamika. It doesn't work.
It might work on me if it was coming from Rich though, because I would be like, you don't think that for real. Like, I'll probably just be like, you don't think that. Okay. This song sounds too much like the other song. You like the other song too much to hate this one. It don't make sense. Like, you know. No. I do enjoy the encouragement. I thank everybody for encouraging. I do. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. There was only one person. No, there was only. I can look back on life. There's been many people who have done that and made me want to give up, and I had to overcome it. Figure out a way to overcome it. But there was one. I won't say any names at all. I won't even allude to who this one was. I'll just simply say that I walked into something expecting one thing, and what I got on the flip side was the literal conversation you just said. Like, well, fine, you don't do that, then you just find yourself a new friend and find yourself and I was already sick that day. I'll tell y'all later. But Rich, you know the conversation I'm talking about. And that one shut me down a bit. Because I was in the middle of that year. That was at the top of the year, 2022. And that was just pressure. That was like, what did I get myself into? And then the rest of the year just went downhill from there. Like literally went down from there. And maybe in hindsight, maybe I was just so sick and I was already just in my head during that moment of that conversation. Like literally sick. Like I was literally like coming down with something.
And I know you got to go, but it was like having a whole bucket of ice and then you see somebody pouring and then it just starts melting out of your hand. I don't know how to, but that's how it come to me. And I saw Zeke like his whole, it started melting. I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to catch it,
Yeah.
Everybody needs some more buckets. It's like, I think it's going down right here. We're going to have to figure it out. Wait.
Yeah. That one conversation that kicked off something in 2022 that just was. And so, so now I'm also getting past that because then I got to then talk to these people for real. Like, these people are people I can't not talk to, like people that have these certain conversations with. So it's like, now I got to get past that and just be like, all right, you said it. It is what it is. So now I have to fill myself up with, I'm the dopest that there is. I don't know nobody doper. Like, so now I got to start to carry that energy just so I can approach a conversation because the reality is in the back of my mind, I'm not the dopest. So I got to say it enough just so I can work myself up to have conversations with people who are like, yeah, no, you suck. You just that enough. Yeah,
you the dopest one that ever sang your songs. That's for sure.
That at the very least, yes.
Say that again.
So I would argue that you are the dopest because you're the dopest ones to ever sing or write your songs. So
exactly. Only I have my perspective. So yeah.
and whoever don't like it can what?
SMB TMD.
Yeah.
And for those lock stars who don't know what SMB TMD is, you got to come to the right. You got to come to the Zeke Live at night. You got to wait till I go to Rondo on the Rocks for that one. That's a rock out conversation.
Yeah.
Woo, quite frankly.
Oh, look at Jamaica. Oh, see the encouragement. No artist. I don't think most artists. I don't even think Kanye West thinks he's the greatest. Like I don't think any artist really thinks that. I think we just put on this front and then have to force ourselves to believe it so that we'll actually do things. So, All right, y'all. I ran my mouth too much and I got a support group in an hour and a half. So I have to go. Let's do our round table. Let's get up out of here. This has been a great show. Thank y'all so much. I think, Rhonda, I'll start with you. Let me get some dope music, though. I'll play this one since we were playing music. No, Healing Voices tonight. I'm playing the Healing Voices song. Yeah, I'm playing the Healing Voices song. There you go.
All right, y'all. I mean, another episode. Of Zeke Live in the morning. It is the best way to start your day. And as you can see, there's a lot happening on this platform. A lot of vulnerability, a lot of sharing. Y'all got some exclusive access to new music. So when these songs come out and this album comes out, you can say, oh yeah, I heard that in July. I know this song already. I've already memorized the lyrics because the lyrics are great. So Zeke, we are proud of you. We are encouraging you. We are looking forward to what's to come. Same for me. Like Rondo on the Rocks is going places. I don't know if I've mentioned that on this platform before, but I'm going to mention it here. Look at my face. Remember,
you are.
Rondo on the Rocks is going places, and I'm excited to be attached to these two great men, and probably Eric too, I guess. But definitely be attached to Zeke and Rich, whom I've been at the hip of for the over 20 years at this point. Y'all have yourselves a very thankful, thoughtful, transparent, and probably thirsty Thursday. If that's if that's your portion, you do that. I'm complete.
According to your faith, be it unto you. If you need some thirsty Thursday, be it unto you. Rich Holmes, I know you always got something great to say. Just don't make us cry.
I hope something was said today and you saw yourself in the journey of us talking, conversation, and candidly with Zeke Locke. I know I see myself in a lot of things that this gentleman goes through, and I figure out how ways that I can overcome it. Here's one thing I want you to take notice in. He said in 2022 he went through what he's been through, and now it's 3 years later, right? I was looking at my man Kev on stage, and I was talking backstage with Rhonda, and he had a goal of getting Kev on stage. He had a goal of getting to 1 million subscribers. Oh my goodness. And it took him 13 years to reach that goal. He's had success all up to that journey. He's had failure during that journey, but it took him 13 years to get to the goal that he wanted. Wow. Then I look at the Bible. It had a woman who dealt with an issue for 12 years. 12 whole years, not 12 days, not 12 weeks, but 12 whole years. Here you are in year 1, and you want to give up. Here you are in month number 3, and you don't think this is what you're supposed to do. I want to encourage you. Continue to push forward. There's something on the other side of this. There will be glory if you're in the church.
Hallelujah.
Come on. But I want to encourage you to keep on going forward. There's something that somebody needs to hear, and it's your journey. It's your testimony. It's your way of how you overcome. It ain't gonna look like me. It ain't gonna look like Rhonda. It ain't gonna look like Eric. It may not look like your pastor and how he overcame. But all we want you to do is overcome. Because here's why we want you to overcome. Because it helps people. Your testimony helps people. Your story helps people to overcome life challenges. Life is choice driven. You will live and die by the choices you choose to make. But I got a hint for you. Choose life. God, thank you for this time of coming together. Thank you for these group of people, believers, non-believers, people of like-minded faith, Lord God, that's just looking for another encouraging word, that's looking for a push to go forward. We thank you, Lord God, that we are their pushers on today. And we want to encourage them and say, hey, no matter if it's taking you 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, keep going. Don't allow yourself to continue to get stuck, but know that God has called you to it. And if he called you to it, he will bring you through it in Jesus' name. All right, God, thank you for being able to protect us. Thank you. We ask for an amazing week, an amazing day. Continue to bless us, continue to look over us and watch over us as we go through this journey. In Jesus' name we pray. Talk to y'all next time. Peace. Amen.
Amen. Yes, sir. That was good. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And went to heaven because you got an amen from Ursula Ellis and Jamaica Lachey. So there you go. Shabbat. Let's see. The mamas have spoken. Oh, your mama is just inspiring me today, Rhonda. Say I've been just all the feels, all the feels. Look at this right here. Look at even Eric's mama. This is the mamas got me. Oh, the mamas got me. The mamas got me. Don't know if nobody else got me. The mamas got me. So everybody else can just kick rocks. The mamas got me. She says, "Great, Zeke is destined for greatness. Get ready because greater is coming." Great show with the exclamation points. Woo, we had a good show. And I think your mama said great podcast today. Yeah, great podcast today with the exclamation. The mamas got us, y'all. So if the mama say it's good, my mama said we speaking to her soul. Ursula Ellis and Jamaica Lachey said amen. I think with that, then all right, if y'all disappear off the stage, I'm bringing you right back. Told you. I knew once I clicked it, I could see it. I'm starting to learn it a little bit more now. I think with that, I think that we could say I am complete. I think I am complete. Don't forget tonight, y'all. Healing Voices, 7:00. Come on through. I'm recording. I'm pressing the record button. Whoever's here, your voice is gonna show up on the song. So yeah, I didn't even share the song that I'm gonna do, but I'll share it next week.
Wait till tonight. Thanks.
Rhonda's like, no, don't do it yet. Don't do the song. Don't do the song. I'm gonna cry. I can't cry. We'll make Rhonda cry next week with the song. Until then, we'll see y'all. We'll see you guys. Y'all stay cool. Y'all stay hydrated and stay blessed. Thank y'all for locking in with us. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.